What's up, folks? What's up, folks? It's a somber one, man. I don't even want to do this, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. You know I am. I'm lying too. I do want to do it. Hold on one second. Let me make sure my stuff is right. Everything is correct. I'm gonna go ahead and share this out because I do that. And we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put this on X and send it to Low. I think he's nervous now too. He said, "Leave him alone." Oh man, leave him alone. Yeah, man, come on, that's crazy. I almost can't believe my that he said the stuff that he said. I don't even understand why he did that. Like that was wild. I wouldn't even have said it. Like, and I'm not even like it's not even like close. When I say I don't know what boy was talking about yesterday, it's really the truth. Like I really let me get myself together. I'm all looking wild. I ain't even take a shower after I came home and none of that. So I'm funky coming in. I ain't funky though. I'm just saying. I ain't coming in to get comfortable or nothing. I came straight to the computer. My last night after we got off live, we had a like tornado warning yesterday, all yesterday. When we got off live, my power went completely out. It was like God did this. And God must have wanted me to get you, Lou. I don't know why. But God did it. Cause as soon as I got off live, everything went black. My whole house. I was with candles, all that, right? Then I left, went to work, did what I had to do this morning, and said, look, when I get back home, I'm gonna roll that film, Lou. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I don't. It's not all the way personal for me, right? It's not all the way personal, but I will say, um, these are not Captain America. I will say this: when what we do here is not serious, like life or death serious, right? But you got people live that hang in the balance. You got players who watch. You got players who coaches who watch these videos. I know coaches watch our videos, especially the breakdowns. And then you got people who just don't understand football who listen. They listen to us, right? So I'll say this, and I'm gonna be tactful because of the relationship. I like people who tell the truth. Boss always has been honest with me. So I bang with boss. Boss is like a bruh. Like, honestly, I can't really do this in my hype fashion the way I usually do because it's bittersweet. I don't want to throw rocks at boss man because I wasn't even intending to. I was just going to do the film. But once I dove into the film, I watched one game. I watched two games. I said, oh, I got to keep watching because it got to be a game where this changes and it doesn't. So I said, wow, that means there's only two ways, right? So I'm going to get into that a little bit. I ain't even going to say that yet. But I don't want to do this because of boss, but I'm going to do it. But at the end of the day, Lou, we were talking. I wasn't being offensive or none of that yesterday. It's not even like I took anything he said personal. I didn't. I don't take this personal. But what I do not like is when people just cap for no reason, man. You capping. And I'm like, why you even argue? Why argue with me in the first place? If you don't know, just be quiet. You know what I mean? Or just say, let me look into it. Like all boss said when I said that he can't stop the run was like, you know what? I never looked at that. And I said, why not? And we went from there. But in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a recap of what was said yesterday because some of y'all might not have been here, or some of you might not remember exactly what it is I'm targeting or what erupted the debate. Because first it was calm, but there was a moment in the middle where it just got a little hectic. And I'm like, okay, well, let's do film because I don't want to argue with you. Let's let the film talk. And honestly, I was going to go through every player that they put on the list, but the first one I looked at was Josh Sweat. And to be fair, I said I don't want to just look at plays where he played bad. So I just looked at every run snap that he had. Arizona really didn't put him in the game that often for the run. Like I'm talking about like maybe 10 to 18 times a game he was on the field for the run because apparently he was coming back from a knee injury. So and this is not against Sweat. I gotta even say this. I don't want to do it because of Boss and Sweat. Because I don't even want to do this to Sweat. I don't even want to put this tape out because Sweat looks so bad in this tape. Like, and not one play. I'm y'all know I do edits. I'm going to y'all better first off, before I do it, give me my super chats now because I'm about to get stricken for this because I didn't do no edits. So whatever y'all gonna send me, make sure you send it because I might get a strike tonight because it's gonna be about 12 minutes of straight film. But I didn't do no edits. I just cut the film up and just let it go for 12. I just ran his plays for each game. Boom, straight through. And I don't even gotta say nothing. When he get on, it's gonna be a Charlie Chaplin. It could be a silent movie. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. And it don't make sense. It don't make sense that you even said that he was it. Not on forget elite. You didn't say elite. You said premier and you said top tier pass rusher or top tier whatever. I don't think he's top tier anymore at anything. Maybe he can regain form. Who knows? But no, bruh. I don't know why he did that, and I'm mad that he did it because I'm like, why you do that? We could have been friends, man. We could have been, we could have did some things together. I don't got a problem with Lou. I have a problem with lying for no reason. You did that a lot yesterday, and I thought he was doing that, but I said, all right, I ain't gonna say it. I said it, but I ain't say like I ain't gonna really say it serious. But now you really cap, bro. You be lying, and I'm like, because there's only two ways it can go. You either lied about watching the tape, you ain't watch it at all for the run, or you lied about knowing what the hell you're talking about. One or the other. You either don't know what you're looking at all, and it's even hard. I mean, my wife can look at this and know that number 10 ain't doing shit. But so you either don't know what you're looking at or you're lying. There is nothing else that it could be at all. So I would never listen to you. I wouldn't listen to you for directions if you had GPS and Waze in your hand and the chick was talking. I still be like, get my phone. Let me do it myself. I won't listen to shit you say, bro. I promise you. That's why I didn't say I didn't send the link, and that was me being gracious because we was going back and forth on Twitter. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Maybe I met somebody who really do it like me. Let's go. And then I'm like, why are you? And then you start sending clips. We'll start sending film. I wonder why you jumped to Thibodeau so fast though and got off Sweat real fast. But it's a play even that you put up there from Sweat from the Jacksonville game, and you was like, "Oh, Koye out here selling wolf tickets." Let me see if I got that one. This one right here. Let me see. You're like a Koye out here selling wolf tickets, right? This joint right here, is this it? Yeah, this the play right here. Let me press play on it. So he was like, a Koye out here selling wolf tickets. I'm like, oh, all right, maybe I'm tripping. I said, let's get to the Jacksonville game. I was wondering why he only showed that one clip. And I said to you, I said, don't show one clip of him doing something good. The one thing. That's actually the best run play. This one right here in the entire season. I can't say the entire season. I looked at least 10 games, 12 games, something like that. Y'all can count them. I lost count. I started looking at everybody. I said, "Oh man, I kept looking because I'm looking for the super line. I said, I'm gonna save Lou. I'm gonna save you, Lou, myself. I was trying to save you. I tried to save you yesterday. I said I was trying to get you to walk some of the stuff back. You just kept going. I'm like, I don't know why you did it. You know what I mean? I don't know why you're doing it. But oh well. But if you say to me that we should go out and get Josh Sweat over, you said Rashan Gary, and I ain't even quote that. I should put that in here too. But you said Rashan Gary is miles away from Josh Sweat as far as Josh Sweat is miles better than Rashan Gary. And it ain't even close. You was right about that, but it was in the opposite direction. I wouldn't even, if somebody told me we traded for Josh Sweat, I would go back into hiatus today. If somebody said, yo, we listened to Lou, we got Josh Sweat, I swear to God on my kids, I would just stop making videos because I would be that mad that Jerry went out there and grabbed this man playing like this. And then the crazier things is Lou was like, I don't like Gary's effort versus the run or Gary's effort, period. I said, why you say that? Because the effort that your man's put up is ridiculously bad. Like effort is bad, knee bad, everything bad. Tackling bad. Only tackles that Josh Sweat made versus the run were the ones that ran to him, and he had no choice but hug and fall to the ground. I swear, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I don't have to do anything other than play this film, and that's what's wild. And y'all see, I'm not even hyped. You know I'm the hype because it's like, that was suicide, bro. Why you do that? But I said it was gracious because he was going to say, he wanted to do a joint show. I don't even want you to bring your people to this, bro. I hope they don't even watch it. Because I'm not trying to kick no bread out your hand. I don't know how you making money, none of that. But I do know, for me, if you tell me to do some film and I'm doing film, I do it. People give me a bad rap for many reasons. One, because I tell the truth about players that other people hate. They don't like that, like Mozzie and Murray. If I say what I think about them, or I just tell, hey, the truth, I mean, they ain't great, but they ain't that. People don't like that. They think I'm an apologist. And when I come at people, whenever I come at somebody, I'm a very nice no, not nice. I'm kind. I would say I'm kind. I don't intend to bring harm to anybody. But when I come at certain people think that I'm mean. Like when me and Mark Holmes had our issues, I wasn't saying anything about Mark Holmes. He was saying shit about me. So I said, hey, we gonna go back and forth. When Tom Stakes from the Eagles Bulls start running his mouth or whatever online. I brought him on a show after he was talking about my kids, all that. I don't care. That don't hurt me because we're not in real life. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing to me. And me and AOC had a thing, but that was more than football. So that wasn't about football. It was about friends, But this one, I really didn't see it coming because I really, like I said, I watch some of Lou's stuff. I'll follow him on Twitter. I don't have a problem with him, but I do have a problem with lies. Yeah, because you did not watch. You were lying everything you were saying about Josh Sweat, bro. Everything. I don't know what you was watching. Even when you talking about pass rush, I don't know what you was watching. I really thought that, man, maybe me and ChatGPT thought. I said, give me a side-by-side comparison of Sweat and Gary. Maybe I'm tripping. And I was like, no, Gary better in all these different categories. All right. But then I said, Sweat is better at finishing on the pass rush. I said, okay, that's the only category. Cool. So maybe I'm tripping. Let me watch all of his pass rushes. I ain't even bother watching all of them. I watched a few. I'm not gonna lie, pass rushes. But the runs, I watched a hell of a lot. Enough to know that he shouldn't even have been on the field. They knew he shouldn't have been on the field because you see his snap count declining as the season went on. It was probably because he was injured. So, like I said, this is not a knock on Sweat. I hope he does get healthy. But if you wanted to bring him here, if you would have gave up something to get Josh Sweat here, man, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But here's the recap. I'm going to go ahead and drink me some water while you guys go ahead and watch this one. Which one is it? In order to do two recaps. Let me make sure that's the second one. All right, let's put this one up. Move, add stage. Boom. I don't know what else. All right, can y'all hear this at all? I can't. Let me see. Out of the 6 games I watched, he had an opportunity. When I say opportunity, I mean can y'all hear that video? He had an opportunity to bring quarterback. I can't hear it. Maybe 7, 8. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. If he brought them down, the sound on. Got 4 more sacks. We're looking at 11 sacks in the season. Nobody's asking these questions, right? Can you guys hear it? Finish better. It's a little. No, not me. Can you hear this video? You're talking about Josh Sweat's 12 and Gary's 7.5. Y'all can hear it low. Let me see.
No, I would agree with you on my
hold on.
What you said. I agree with what you said. Your analysis on Sweat is my analysis on. On Gary's my analysis on Moffitt finishing.
You hear it now?
And also, when you look at Sweat,
all right, let me change the speaker settings.
I look at an overall player. I'm not looking at just
speaker
if your communication. I just get on the field and all I can do is pass rush.
Broadcaster.
I thought Robert Quinn was great at pass rush.
There we go. Can y'all hear that?
Versus the run. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought Micah Parsons from a defense.
Y'all can hear it now?
Philadelphia.
Just give me a thumbs up or whatever, and we good to go.
I don't know what else is on the film? I just did it yesterday, but I don't remember. But out of the 6 games I watched, he had an opportunity. And when I say opportunity, I mean QB hits. He had an opportunity to bring.
How about now?
Down
you said same
times and didn't.
Super low.
If he brought them down, even half of that, if he got 4 more sacks, and we're looking at 11.
It's cool. All right, I'm gonna turn it up again.
Right. So he needs to finish better when it comes to getting to the QB. That's the only reason you're talking about Josh Sweat's 12 and Gary's 7.5 sacks.
I disagree.
Really.
And
no,
I would agree with you on Moffitt too. What you said, I agree with what you said. Your analysis on Sweat is my analysis on. On Gary's my analysis on Moffitt finishing.
But
what about now?
Also, when you look at Sweat versus when I look at an overall player, I'm not looking at just if your skill set is I just get on the field and all I can do is pass rush. I look.
What about now?
Robert Quinn was great at pass rushing. He get you 20 sacks, but he ain't shit versus the run. You know what I'm saying? I thought Micah Parsons from a defensive end perspective was excellent.
Right.
But we saw what happened in the playoffs when you run at him. You know what I mean? So that is pass rushing. But when I look at you from
okay, good now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all listen to it.
Out of the 6 games I watched, he had.
Y'all notice I still got the same hoodie on and all, bro. Hurt ball.
Quarterback down, maybe.
That's how you know. That's how bad I wanted to do this show. Let me shut up again.
I watched. I don't know what else is on the film. I just did it yesterday, but I don't remember. But out of the 6 games I watched, he had an opportunity. And when I say opportunity, I mean QB hits. He had an opportunity to bring quarterback down maybe 7, 8 times and didn't. If he brought them down, even half of that, if he got 4 more sacks, and we're looking at 11 sacks in the season, nobody's asking these questions, right? So he needs to finish better when it comes to getting to the QB. That's the only reason you're talking about Josh Sweat's 12 and Gary.
I said turn it up a bit.
And
no,
I would agree with you on Moffitt.
God damn.
What you said,
I said it's perfect.
I agree with what you said. Your analysis on.
Hold on, let me pause this because I can't. Y'all all saying different things. if it's perfect, if everybody can hear, just put ones in the chat because I don't know. I can't interpret what yeses and everything is. It's like one person saying perfect, not me.
Here is my analysis on Mafia finishing.
But and
The-
then also
Just put one. I'm
when you look
talking
at
only about
Sweat
the video.
versus
Put one if
I
the
look at
video
the
is good.
overall player. I'm not looking at just if your skill set is I just get on the field and all I can do is pass rush. I thought Robert Quinn was great at pass rushing. He get you 20 sacks, but he ain't shit versus the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought Micah Parsons from a defensive end perspective
Okay,
was
so
excellent.
ones and twos. So I got to fix this. Hold on one second. I need to fix this. Test this again.
Right.
But when you saw what happened in the playoffs when you run at him, you know what I mean? So that is pass rushing. But when I look at you from your position, like overall edge, Gary overall is better than Josh Sweat. So if you told me we got Josh Sweat over Gary, I wouldn't put Josh Sweat over Gary in any circumstance because the things that they do versus the run, Gary's better. Gary drops back in coverage more and still has just as many or more pressures than Josh Sweat has. But you say they're not creative people, which I do.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of ones now.
I
Okay,
can
yes.
give you
I'm gonna start it over for y'all. Let y'all all hear it.
I
Shut up.
watched I don't know what else is on the film. I just did it yesterday, but I don't remember. But out of the 6 games I watched, he had an opportunity. And when I say opportunity, I mean QB hits. He had an opportunity to bring quarterback down maybe 7, 8 times and didn't. If he brought them down even half of that, if he got 4 more sacks,
My
he's
man,
looking at
Big
11
Carter.
sacks in the season. Everybody's asking these questions, right? So he needs to finish better when it comes to getting to the QB. That's the only reason you're talking about Josh Sweat's 12 and Gary's 7.5 sacks.
I disagree.
Really.
And
No,
I would agree with
And he
you
got
on
nerve to be
Mafia too.
disagreeing. I'm like,
What you
that's what I'm
said,
talking about. Why you
I
disagree?
perfectly,
How
I,
you
I
got nerve
agree
to
what you
disagree with
said.
me?
Your analysis on
Wow.
Sweat is my
Watch
analysis
this, man.
on.
Watch it.
I mean, on Gary is my analysis on Mafia finishing.
but and also when you look at
Everybody's
Sweat
still saying,
versus
how is it low
I
and
look
for
at an
some and
overall
can
player.
y'all
I'm not
turn your
looking at
phone up or
if
something?
if your
Because
skill
how's
set
it
is I
low for
just
some? Some people saying perfect. I don't get how it's different for everybody. That don't even make sense. Hold on. Y'all wilding me out. Trying to get on the proper channel. Let me see. I'm gonna change the mic settings one more time because y'all killing me now. Y'all killing me. Hold on. Audio. Speaker. Main stereo. Roadcaster chat. Let's see now. All right.
get on the field and all I can do is pass rush. I thought Robert Quinn was great at pass rushing. He get you 20 sacks, but he ain't shit versus the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought Micah Parsons from a defensive end perspective was excellent.
Right.
But when you saw what happened in the playoffs when you run at him, you know what I mean? So that is pass rushing. But when I look at you from your position, like overall edge, Gary overall is better than Josh Sweat. So if you told me we got Josh Sweat over Gary, I wouldn't put Josh Sweat over Gary
Low key the
in any
same.
circumstance because the things that they do versus the run, Gary's better. Gary drops back in coverage more and still has just as many or more pressures than Josh Sweat has. But you say they're not creative people, which I do.
You can't use that, Okoye.
I'll give you. I can use it.
You talk
But
about
I'll give you
you talk about a
credit.
four
I'll give you
down
credit. I'll give you
versus a
credit for
3-4
level of
linebacker. You
with
can't do
respect.
that.
I'll give you the floor in a second, but I'll give you credit when it comes to level of difficulty. I'll give you credit when it comes to that. But when it comes to overall edge, being an overall, if I'm looking at the fact that you're getting, is he getting pressures? I don't care if you're not the guy, because he was the guy after Micah Parsons got hurt in the playoffs as well, and he was still effective and still having a great impact on games. Whether you say that impact was only versus the run, or you didn't like the way he was pass rushing, I will argue he doesn't have a great counter to his long arm or his steering wheel move. He needs to counter quicker. I will give Gary that. Can he do that? You know, and can an old dog learn new tricks? Who knows what this coaching staff will do with him? But I do think he needs counters. It doesn't look cute, but he still get in the end result. He still gets there. So I will give him credit for after Micah Parsons getting hurt, he still was getting his pressures and doing what he had to do. He just didn't get any sacks out of it because he started getting the big boy attention that Micah Parsons was just getting. They just slid it to him now. You know what I'm saying? And he's not that guy, as you said. He's not a guy that's going to beat 3, 4 guys to get to it. I wouldn't argue that. But if you told me that we got a guy that is better at pass rushing, just a speed rush button, but when it comes to edge setting percentages, run stopping grade, and his ability to affect the run, there is no Sweat don't touch him when it comes to that, but he's touching Sweat when it comes to sack production. So if I say, hey, my guy who is not as cute as a Josh Sweat when it comes to his pass rushing ability will flat out stop the run and will still get you 7 to 10 sacks in a season, I'll still take that over the 2 extra sacks I'm going to get from Sweat and the same amount of pressures, same amount of tackles for loss. I will take that any day over the guy who just gives me 3 extra sacks and no extra pressures and no extra tackles for loss. And you can run right at him. No, I would take that all day over a sack machine. So that's how when you judged Sweat, I looked at it like, okay, I can say that Sweat is tier 2, but to say that they're miles apart, there is no metric that they're miles apart, not even sacks. 55 versus 46 sacks since 2019. Even if you say level of difficulty, you're talking about the market earlier. Well, the market would say that the market don't ask, hey, what's the level of difficulty? The market just say, well, what are you doing?
They look at film.
What's your productivity?
The market look at film.
The market look at film and how you did it too.
The market, y'all teaching me something. They still pay you based off your production. You got 0 sacks and great film and a bunch of almost, you're still not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Period.
We just seen Boyd and Maffa.
Demarcus Lawrence was never a.
Maffa got
we just seen Maffa get paid a bag. That's not true.
Almost.
That's not true.
His film though.
He got 2 sacks and he just got a bag. Okoye, that's not true.
So, but I'm gonna be fair to you on this, Okoye. Okoye, this is where I'm gonna be. This is where I'm gonna be.
Y'all keep bringing up exceptions. Is that the rule or is that an exception? You keep saying Maffa. Is that the rule or is that an exception?
No, I think that's the rule.
Film is the rule.
I think film is the rule.
Film is the rule.
Film is the rule. Film is the ultimate.
But let me go back to this, Okoye.
That's your ultimate rule. I'm talking about for the front office. Film is not the ultimate rule.
With the market. But real quick, Okoye, I want to be fair on something you said. Because see, I'm not gonna also pretend. I'm never gonna come over here and fake. Now, one thing that I did not look at Sweat in detail on was him versus the run.
Why not?
So that's because I'm letting you know that could be a step to where you could be right. So if you're right on that, then you are making it because this is not about trying to win. This is about what's true. So I'm also letting it be known in the process of how we looked at these guys and what we was looking for was a guy that's gonna win on the one-on-ones because that's what Vic showed that gets off when he got a guy that can win, especially in passing downs and stuff like that. So especially knowing he go get after you with 4, stop the run and with 4. I will say I will take another look at Sweat and equally compare him to Gary. If you right, I'm gonna say Okoye was right on this, and this is where Gary could have an edge on him. And see, because it's not about trying to win a debate, it's about what's true, and that would take Gary a step up. But where I would stand on a dime on is that Sweat is way more explosive than Gary when it comes to getting after the quarterback, and it's not even close. It's not even close.
Where are these elite numbers at for Sweat? What are y'all talking
about? It's not numbers.
It's
when you look at it, it's like, okay, so we talked about degree of difficulty. So like when you go look at Crosby's, because we could all do the same thing, and I'm pretty sure you go take us to the test on this. I want you to do this. Go look at Crosby and just put it on sacks on.
Why are we going back to Crosby though? Because I'm
talking about differences in degree of difficulty. Because I'm giving a comparison of how we came to this. So when you go look at Crosby, you can click on sacks and just watch it and see how many he makes basically on his own athletically, right? And then compare it to how much was kind of cleaning up behind people, running into people, running quarterback, running away from Michael, running into you type shit. Like, so, and separate that. If you see from that method that Gary is on the level of Sweat, then I say, okay, fine. But not from the way.
I look at Gary as a guy who, like I said, he's going to get you maybe 3 or 4 hustle sacks, and the rest of them will be because he might have beat
clean up.
Yeah, hustle sacks. Like I'm using my motor.
I know the exact same thing.
I look at Demarcus Lawrence as far as pass rush anyway. The same, similar. He's not a pass rush move guy. He's gonna get you because he just disruptive. He's gonna blow through you. Just a strong guy.
No. I don't agree with that. But no,
bro, I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm just making my point. Listen to me. I'm gonna give you the floor to say whatever you want to say. If you disagree, state it. I don't care about that. I'm not stating it for you to agree. I don't care if you agree with me. That's the whole point of us having this conversation.
So we're really gonna sit here and say that Demarcus Lawrence is on the same level as pass rush. You're gonna sit here and look at me in a dead face and say that.
What did you say?
Did he has Gary ever match his production?
Whose?
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane.
What did I say?
You said that Gary is a similar pass rusher to Demarcus Lawrence.
Similar meaning they don't use any moves to get to the quarterback. Lawrence doesn't have a real. What's Lawrence's move?
He has a
What does he
stab.
do?
He has counters. He has long arms. He has something that Gary does
No,
not
what is
have.
his move, bro?
I just told
It's
you
an
a
easy
stab. That's the
question.
move.
What?
A stab. A stab. A long arm stab.
And what is Gary's?
You tell me, because you think he's
stab. No,
Did
he
you watch
stabs as well. He stabs. He
Thank
stabs
you.
as well.
No,
What are you
he runs in
talking about?
he runs in the middle right now. Come on,
Now
now.
you-
We ain't finna sit here and
Now
act
you
like
playing
that.
because they
I'm
use
not
the
playing.
same exact move. You just said a stab.
They both stab.
You just said a stab, right? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, they
Didn't
do.
you say a stab?
Yeah, he said a stab.
And they both do the same. So if I say similar, did I say they exact same in production? I said they have similar styles to get into the quarterback. What we talking about, bro? Now you tripping. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm tripping.
Stop.
We finna sit here and
Yeah,
act like that Gary literally does the same
You
exact
just said they got the same move,
I'm
and now
finna
you
be
saying
like,
it's not
turn on
similar.
the damn film right
What
now.
you talking
I'm
about,
not finna do
No,
this.
wait.
We
See, hold on. I think this got caught up into some
Steady
semantics.
rep. And I
It's not-
literally, I'm not.
It's
like
obviously
this.
not
We gonna do it
about
like
the
this.
moves. It's
Hold
the
on,
effectiveness of the moves, bro.
Blue, we gonna do it like this, Blue. You can pick any player you want that you say is a tier 2, that you saying like, especially Sweat, because we're gonna do Sweat, and we're gonna do this over the next 2 days. You gonna give me some film because you just said put the film on, right? So you gonna give me whatever games you want to pick. You could cherry pick or you could put them all. Whatever plays you want, and we talking about impact. So don't give me one play from this game that he looked good. I want to see the impact that he had on the game versus the run and the pass.
Let's fuck all this damn time. Let's do it with film.
love it.
Let's do it with film.
Yes, we're gonna do it with film. Because I like this kind of party. Listen, you gonna count how many snaps he had.
Yes.
And you're gonna count the effective plays that he had. And when I say effective plays, I mean if I disrupt the backfield and I push my guy into the quarterback's lap and I don't get a pressure for it, but it's an incomplete pass, that's an effective play.
Yeah,
Okay. If I touch the quarterback and he runs out of the pocket and I get a pressure, he affected that play. If I disrupt my side of the field and the ball bounces to the other side of the field and those guys rally for the tackle, but I don't get the tackle, that's an effective play.
Yeah.
So I want to see how many effective
chaos
in the
plays.
games that he played, and then let's use also. I don't know who Arizona played all year, but we're gonna use light competition too if we can.
We can use the Cowboys.
I think we need to put
not just the Cowboys. We're gonna pick, like I said, in order to do
Boye Mafe needs to go in there too.
You're gonna have to pick 6 teams that you want. 6, because we
Boye Mafe needs to go in there too.
You're gonna have to pick 6 teams that you want. 6, because we're gonna do 6 like y'all said, right?
I love it.
But I'm just laying the groundwork for that, because since you're talking film, we're gonna do film. This I wasn't doing film because I said, I don't want to get y'all pages flagged like mine get flagged. I sacrificed problem. So I wasn't doing film on this joint. But if you want to do film, that is what I love, brother.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do it.
day.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let's
all
go.
this stats talk.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm an offensive lineman. I'm not.
You better be right.
I'm not with the stat talk. I'm an offensive lineman.
No stat talk.
All sacks are not created. All pressures are not created.
Put your chest out, Lou.
What do you being an offensive lineman got to do with what we talking about?
It has everything to do with it. Because at the end of the day, I seen Gary try to run down the middle of me. Middle of a damn tackle, and you gonna tell me to my face that he got moves? He done that 80% of the game.
You lying now? Because
I'm not lying.
Let's go. You keep. That's why I keep asking you what I said.
Cowboys right now.
You already have a prepared idea of what you're gonna say.
He was running down the middle. He was running down the middle of all this.
I said he don't got
right
moves.
now.
When did I say he got moves?
Boss tried to save him right here.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you because you said I said he got moves, right? I said he got moves. I say it right here in the
Boss know me. This is crazy.
When did I say he got? I said he don't got no moves. So when the hell I say he got moves? You be lying, bro. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't lie on me, bro.
So I don't got a problem saying he's lying because I told him to his face he lying. So I'm gonna tell you again, you're lying, bro.
I say exactly what I mean, and I mean what I say every time. I don't play no games like that.
Let's go.
I would never lie.
Box. Let's go. Now you know the best thing I love. The best thing I love was we go settle this with the film. That's the number one
We
thing
sure are.
said that I love that I heard.
I think that's enough. I'm gonna remove that, put myself back on stage. So y'all get it, right? I wanted to give a recap just for everybody who isn't privy to what went on, and that's because I do get a lot of flack. Like there's a lot of guys there's a lot of opportunities that don't come my way in this space because of things like this. Like they say, when keeping it real goes wrong. I am they probably got my picture in there because I will be honest in moments when I probably should just play the game. You know what I mean? Like it's opportune. There's people who hit me up in my DMs. It'll be, trying to work with me, but they're like, but can you? I'm not changing myself though, because I feel like I need to be able to say what the truth is. If I can't speak it the way I want to speak it, or I got to read off a teleprompter, I ain't doing this. I don't want to do it. If I wrote what's on the teleprompter, that's all good. But if you wrote it, I'm not a parrot. I'm not saying what nobody else tell me to say, man. So I do get a lot of flack for that. That's cool with me though. I ain't gonna be with that because, like I said, I make my money other ways, so I'm cool. I really ain't got no problem. If I never make a dime off of football, I'm still cool. I'm gonna be good forever, right? But at the same time, I should. You know what I mean? These are the things that I spend my time in. And when I was trained, my OG told me, he said, if you don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right? So I say all that to say, without further ado, I gave y'all time to really catch up. I'm gonna give y'all shout outs a little later. But we about to just watch the Josh Sweat film. Let's get into it. Now, like I said, this is not a knock on Josh Sweat. It's not. It's not. But it is at the same time, because I ain't know it was this bad. I swear I didn't know. But I know you don't need to watch more than one game to know how bad it is. That's what's crazy. Let me see what he say. Okoye, I didn't watch the original film because I'm not a fan of them, but because of things I post, they will steal the content or dismiss it, neglect it because I didn't drop them a super chat, bro. Okay. Well, I mean, everybody handle their page different, bro. I ain't even gonna hate on that. I can say with the time that I've been putting in lately, I can understand wanting to get paid. You gonna pay me because I've been rocking, bro. And I'm talking about every day. I spend all day in the facilities that I have, right, doing everything, and then I get calls all night from my clients. I could just come home at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whenever I get home, and just chill, smoke weed if I wanted to, and just lay the fuck down, don't do nothing. But I've been coming home and rocking every day. So now, yeah, I am in that mood where you're gonna pay me. So I understand that. I do understand that because y'all don't understand that. Just to do this 1 hour video that I'm doing with y'all, it took me 3 hours to prep for a 1 hour video. If I just to look at the film for 12 minutes of video, this is a 12-minute video of maybe 10, 15 games. Just go watch 12, 15 games on NFL.com and see how long it take you to get through the film. And that's just raw film. Then I take the film that y'all about to see right now and we cut that up and we make edits out of it. And you can't imagine how long that takes. So just to get you one breakdown, even if it's a 2-minute breakdown, a 2-minute breakdown might take me 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on maybe 30 minutes. I ain't gonna say that's 2 hours. 2 hours probably be like a 10-minute joint. You know what I'm saying? But it take time. You know what I mean? It take time. Just the prep work take time. So I don't shade nobody for trying to get paid for. If you're good at something, get paid for it. That's my rule. My OG told me that if you're good at something, get paid to do it. Don't do nothing for free that you're great at, and don't give away your genius. I do it just because I feel like it. But yeah, I understand boss on that. So I ain't even mad at boss. He actually the one who told me, get paid, young, get paid. He one told me that. He's like, yo, you don't get paid. I like, nah, I don't really be caring, boss. He's like, get that money, man. Stop playing. So I like I said, boss a brother to me. Like he keep me going in this when I don't feel like doing it no more. So this ain't against boss. He said, now, Koye, this is when keeping it real goes right. Thanks for keeping it truthful. All right. Well, like I said, thanks for all the super chats. I gave y'all some time. Appreciate it. Now let's rock. All right. I'm going to take myself out the film. And guess what? I'm going to speak, but I ain't really got to break these down. I'm going to just pause it to show you guys where it is, where he is. So on this play, obviously, Josh Sweat is off to the right somewhere, right? Okay. He's to the right. Just watch him. Look at the hustle. Where's the effort? Now he's limping because obviously he must have came off of a knee injury or something like that last year. But watch this. Boom. Watch the effort. Watch the effort. Do he look like he want to get to the ball? Y'all see 10 to the left this time. If y'all didn't see that, let me show you again. He's to the left now. Over here. Boom. I got to go a little fast because I know they might strike this whole live. You know how they do. They're going to cut it off if I don't do right. But you can see the effort. He jogging. All right. I could stop. I could have stopped there. Now he's to the left. Right there to the left. He stops this play right here. So this is him. He's right here playing four tech right now, right? To the left. Okay. It's a little shady. But he's right here to the left. All right. Now he stands 79 up, push 79 into Taylor's lap. Good play, Josh Sweat. That's probably one of the best plays he made all season. I promise you. Not bullshit. And I mean that. Like, that's really one of the best plays he made all season. Here we go. Now he is to the left again. All right. Watch the effort. Do he look like he want to close that gap? Nope. He get there, play patty cakes. BS. So you can stop. You can start there. If you started there and say, hey, I don't need to see a lot more, but I said it can't be this way the whole season for them to have said that. Look at this. He don't want to tackle nobody. He's to the left right now. Watch this. But if I saw this, I would say, okay, ain't no way he was like this the whole season. Yes, he is. Boom. And I remember he was saying that Gary was getting blocked by tight ends. Josh Sweat getting blocked by air. Now he said, watch him against the Cowboys. Here's the second game. This is 2 games. He's to the right now against the Cowboys. Boom. Look at the effort. He limping at that. So I don't even want a lame duck defensive end. But look to the right now. He's at the right now. Boom. Versus the Cowboys. This is him versus Steele, right? Watch. Just watch. I'm going to jump out of this because it's a 12-minute video. I'm going to have to keep jumping in and out of it and talking so that they don't, He's number 10. So I'm sorry about that. Josh Sweat is right here. He's number 10. He's number 10. Boom. Watch this. Boom. Where did they run at? Right at him. What did he do? Not a goddamn thing. Let's watch that again. This Josh Sweat to the right. Boom. Nothing. All right, let's go again. To the left now. So that's number 10 to the left. All right. You said he set the edge right there. He set the edge, but nothing else. That's like you just set the edge. I can get any guy to just stand there in front of his man. Like he's not closing or tackling. That's what I'm saying. So don't tell me that's good versus the run, Dre. But I see you trying to save him, Dre. But no. Right now, Josh Sweat is to your left with his hand down. He sealed the edge. Okay. But he let his man run right through it. All right, here we go. Boom. Nothing. Where's the effort? That was a pass rush right there at that. They said that's what he's great at. Here we go. And don't give me he sealed the edge as if that was good. Like, come on. Look, here we go again. Boom. He sealed the edge that time, right? Was it a strong? Did he set a strong edge? I think Leofold sets a stronger edge than that. He getting blocked by a tight end right there. Tried to seal the edge, but nothing. No fight right there. Boom. Here we go. He's to the right now. Okay. Hand down to the far right. Boom. That was probably good. That was good. It was explosive right there. That was explosive. I like that. Get off on that one. He didn't do nothing, but I liked it. He's to the left now, hand up, 2-point stance, just so you guys know. All right, this is versus Seattle. So this is the third game. They told me to go through 6. I went through way more than that. He made a tackle right there, but it was very soft and BS. He's to the left again. All right, he said, take a break. All right, I'm going to come out. Boom. Taking a break. For those who don't watch this consistently, if y'all asking why I'm taking a break or why I jump in and out, because they will flag this and then I won't be up here no more, right? So I got to keep jumping in and out, right? But y'all catching the drift so far. Now, we could stop now because I guarantee you it don't get better. It gets worse. So it don't change. It don't change. But there's one play, this one in particular, I want you guys to pay attention to. Not this one. Not this guy. Remove that from stage. This one. This play right here against Jacksonville. Make sure y'all pay attention when we get to Jacksonville. This is him to the left right here, right? Versus Jacksonville. This is a play that he put up saying that, what'd he say? Y'all man, Okoye out here selling wolf tickets on my guy Sweat, man. Fired off with good leverage, squares up, stands the tight end up, make the tackle, right? Boom. Watch him. He does. He does make the tackle there because the guy runs right into him, right? Right? Okay. But he made the tackle. I ain't going to take that away from you, Josh. You know what I mean? Good. But just make sure y'all remember that play because when we get to Jacksonville, that same setup, probably like the very next play he out there, just watch what happens. Watch what ATN does. And I was like, this play is what makes him disingenuous is what he said, right? This is what makes Lou disingenuous. Because if you pull this clip, that means you watched the Jacksonville run tape. And that means you cherry picked because you put this up, but you ain't put the next one up. And I know why. And I'm about to show you. So what he say? It's time for you to answer to your sins, man. This man, it's time for you to answer to your sins for having this man anywhere near Gary. And you were actually right about that. I don't know why I had him anywhere. I was giving him grace by saying he was near Gary. He is nowhere near Gary. at all. At all. And I'm saying I don't even say shit like that. Why is it? Are we getting back to the film? Let's get back in it. All right. Let's go here. Boom. All right. We had that last play. He made a tackle there, right? Here. He's to the left right now with his hand down. They're running outside zone right at him. Boom. He takes the inside move and tutty. That's a bad John. You can keep it going. All right, he's to the left now. Left of your screen with his hand up. 2-point stance. Boom. Don't try to get nowhere. He sealed the edge, right? Tutty. Tutty. Run right to his side. He's to the right now. 2-point stance. I'm gonna go pretty fast trying to get through these so that they don't flag me. Is he sealing the back? He ain't even chasing that. Look, that ball, he ain't got no hustle to get to the ball from the back end. No sealing on the backside. Boom. No closing of gaps. He's to the right now. Boom. Tight end block. Is a tight end blocking him? Sure is. He out to play. They turned it up the field. He sealed the edge, though, y'all. I'm going to give him that. He sealed the edge. He's very good at that. Like letting the tight end take him outside. Here he goes again. He sealed the edge, y'all. Once again. Okay. He to the left now. Is it who blocking him over there? It's all that space. They don't even bother putting a tackle or a guard on him. A tight end over there. He's still in the edge, though. That's what he was doing. He was still in the edge. Real good. Real good. All right, where he at now? He's to the left, shooting up the field. The tight end is blocking him. No. He's right there. He's right there in the B gap, actually, this time. All right, let's see. What's this one? Yep, he got his hand down in the B. Boom. Boom. Oh, he sealed the edge. He ain't even sealed the edge. He just jumped the gap, right? Standing to the right. Standing to the right with his hand up, 2-point stance. Boom. He's going to chase this down. No, he ain't even in the picture. Look how long he's still running. Do you see him ever enter the screen? No, he don't enter the screen because he don't want to work. He's to the right now. I don't know where, somewhere in there. Oh, he over there. He right there, standing up right there with that tackle. Boom. Doing that. There, the ball fall right into his legs. Let's watch this one. He does nothing. But he stood the guy up. He stood him up. That was good. Right. All right. Here we go. Where he at? Let's find Waldo. He to the left this time. Inside Calais Campbell paused with his hand on the ground. 2 hands. 4-point stance. Boom. Calais Campbell rocked him. He gave a good high five on that one. I was like, that was a good. His high five was in good form. I was like, dope. I saw that. He's to the right now. 2-point stance. Find him. Does nothing. He did seal the edge. He's to the right now. 2-point stance. Boom. Getting blocked by a tight end. Got blocked by 2 tight ends. I'll give him that. He did an okay on that play. Okay. Ain't nothing to write home about. All right. To the left this time. Now, this is the Jacksonville game. Boom. Do you see this? Why he ain't put this play in there? I said, what? Come on, man. All right, to the left. Boom. He sealed the edge, I guess, right? Boom. I'm like, this boy does nothing. I mean, these are all his run snaps, too. I'm not like picking just the play. These are most of his run snaps. I only missed a couple games. Like every game, he ain't even on the field that much versus the run. That's how bad he is versus the run. They only go on to NFL, what is it? Film room playlist, if y'all want, NFL Pro, and just go watch it. I'm not taking plays out. These are the impacts that he's having versus the run in every game. I'm not like, oh, he is a tackle machine, and then I took out the tackles. No, I put everything in here. So this is what he was doing. This is like honestly what he's doing. He's to the left with his hand in the ground. For tech. Boom. What's he doing here? Where he at? He's still back there somewhere. Yep. Lawrence gone. He's still out there somewhere loafing. All right, here we at. To the left, hand in the ground. All right, he about to put his hand down. Boom. 4-point stance. To the left, let's see what happens here. Boom. Boom. That was, come on, effort. What y'all talking about with effort? He won't even dive and get right here. Look, boom. You got him. You right there on the guy. He can't even change directions. Can't bend, none of that. He said, who we looking at? Number 10. Find number 10, folks who just joined in. He's to the left now with his hand off the ground. Find number 10. That's Josh Sweat. He said, jump out. All right, I'm going to jump out. Boom. For those who just jumped in, we are doing a film breakdown on Josh Sweat. The reason there are no call outs because I didn't have time to be editing it up and cutting it up today. I will do it for the short version, but you'll see that on Twitter or you see it on this page. But this is raw, uncut, and you're looking for Josh Sweat, number 10. All right, the long, lanky, dark skinned brother who keep getting his ass whooped in this film or doing nothing. He's either a lame duck or he getting his ass whooped, one or the other. But all right, I'm gonna jump back in because we halfway through it. So let's get to it. He to the left now. Let's see what happens. All right. Got cracked on that one. They run right at him. They not scared of this bull. They don't run at Rashan Gary's side at all. Why? Because they know your chances of getting somewhere over there is slim to none. So he got to get his tackles from hustle, chasing it down. You ain't running him. All right, to the left. Boom. Right there, right at him. Boom. That's the tackles that he makes. So these are the tackles he makes. If y'all pay attention, he makes no tackles where he makes effort to go get you. If you run to him and he'll hug you and fall down with you. Boom. He set the edge. Y'all keep paying to say Josh set the edge. Does that make a good run defender? Y'all said he good versus the run. That's not good versus the run. I can pay a rookie to set the edge and just stand there with his man, right? You can set the edge. I understand about setting the edge. I'm gonna show you the difference because y'all keep talking like those is good. I'm gonna show you the difference in a second. He to the left now. Boom. Boom. All right. Boom. He set the edge there too, right? No, he got whooped. But to the left again. Boom. Got cracked out of there. He set the edge there. No. They running right at him. That's all I'm saying. The impact on the game is nobody's scared of Josh Sweat at all. At all. Boom. He's to the left again. Boom. Boom. That's a wide receiver. Or no, that's a tight end blocking him that time. Yeah, it's a tight end. That's a tight end, right? I think. But he handling him. Boom. He set the edge that time. Oh, this is the same play again. I must have did this 3 times. Boom. How many games in are we? Like 6? There's like 6 of them. Y'all told me to do 6. I could stop now, but I'm not. He to the left again. 2-point stance. Boom. He don't even move on that one. He just stood there. And then he hurt. So he is injured. I will give him that. He's playing hurt. So, but why the hell would we want a guy that's playing hurt? I don't know. Why we saying he's elite and premier? Oh, no, not elite. He's premier. He's a premier pass rusher. He had 12 sacks too. I don't know how the hell he got 12 sacks on this type of effort. I really don't. But he got him. He got him. Boom. This the play that Lou put in here right there. That's that play. Remember that? Let's jump out real quick. Remember this play? That's that same play. This the only play he put in here from this game because it's the only play he made in this game. No, he made 2 that they ran right into him. Both tackles he made, they ran right into his lap. All right. So stop the BS. Please stop it. Don't do this to yourselves. All right. Now we playing the Bucks. This is game 7. He's to the right now, 2-point stance. Boom. He said fire play. That was fire. I give him credit for that. Boom. Boom. He didn't even get listen. This the snap. Now, is he playing contain on the running back? I don't know what this is. But look, he don't move. He just stood there. Boom. Waited for the block. And just stood there. He did nothing at all. All right, let's see where he at. He's standing to the right again. Did nothing again. He just standing there. Literally. All right, this time he is pass rushing. Let me see where he at. All right, standing to the right. Boom, get blocked out of there. Boom. All right, here we go. This time he's to the left. He pass rushing this time. Boom. Bench pressing. Rip under. Oh, that was a nope. Now the ball is out. Where's Joshua? He's still there. Getting hugged by. Is this a tight end? Is he getting blocked by a tight end? I don't know. Let me see. I didn't even see who was blocking him. No, that's not a tight end. No, that's not a tight end. That's a tackle. I was about to say. Getting blocked by 67. Look at him. He's still back there. Jog. He don't even know what's happening. He ain't know where the ball was at or none of that. Crazy. It's crazy. Like, all right. All right. Oh, let me jump out of here real quick. We don't got an OD, right? I'm gonna keep finishing, right? He said that's a tackle. Dre, you can't stop defending this man. You tripping. Listen, the argument that was stated was that now, do I need to put it up again? He said that they are. He said that no. Let me go back to it. Let me make sure y'all understand what I'm talking about. All right.
Chicago, Philadelphia. I watched. I don't know what else is on the film. I just did it yesterday, but I don't remember. But out of the 6 games I watched, he had an opportunity. And when I say opportunity, I mean QB hits. Analysis on playoffs when you run at him.
I want to hear.
I'll give you drops back in coverage more and still has just as many are more pressures than Josh Sweat has. But you say they're not.
This is a recap for those who weren't here earlier because it was only like 100 people over here for the recap. I did the recap in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna play this as a hiatus just because I have to jump out. Hold on. I have to jump out of the content. Out of the football content because they'll flag the page. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit more of the recap just so y'all get a fresh one, especially the people who just jumped in, of what actually took place yesterday and why we're doing this. I'm not picking on Lou. Lou was picking on himself. That's on Lou. Sorry, Lou. It's on you, brother.
When it comes to level of
you was lying.
I'll give you credit.
And they said all sacks ain't created equal too.
To overall edge, being an overall, if I'm looking at the fact that you're getting, is he getting pressures? I don't care if you're not the guy, because he was the guy after Micah Parsons got hurt in the playoffs as well, and he was still effective and still having a great impact on games. Whether you say that impact was only versus the run, or
is that better?
The way he was pass rushing, I will argue he doesn't have a great counter to his long arm or his steering wheel move. Though he still gets.
I'm trying to hear what he's
saying. And loss. I will take that. There is no metric that they're miles apart, not even sacks. 55 versus 46 sacks since 2019. Even if you say level of difficulty, you're talking about the market earlier. Well, the market teaching me something. They still pay you based off your production. You got 0 sacks.
That's not true.
Almost. Is that the rule or is that an exception? You keep saying Moffitt. Is that the rule or is that an exception?
I think that's the rule.
All right, I'm jumping back in, but I'll put the whole recap in at the end. I do like Clowney. Clowney is probably, I like Clowney better than both, actually. Cash App is $4MLESS. That's my Cash App. Thanks, Soul Goddess. Appreciate that. All right, let me jump back in. Boom. All right, where we at? All right, he's to the left. He just got upfield pretty good. Let me see. He's to the left. Watch the left. Right there. Boom. No effort whatsoever. The ball's still going. He walking. He was already walking. To the left. To the left, y'all. Number 10. Boom. He set the edge, I guess. That's what you're going to say anyway. All right. Here we go. He's in the B gap right now. Boom. Fighting. Nothing. That was a pass rush. That looked trash, too. Boom. All right. To the left now. Boom. Let's see what we doing here. Let's see. Boom. Now we in game 9, I think. This is like the 9th game. Something like that. It's like the 9th game I did. Yeah, boom. Here we go. He's to the left, widen out. Let's see what he does. Oh, nothing. I mean, we 9 games in. I told you I didn't pull. I only pulled out the plays where it's like the quarterback kneeled or was a quarterback sneak or some BS, right? Or some of the plays where it just really didn't go his way. There wasn't enough for him to do. Other than that, these are all his snaps, bro. That's him again. That's not the same play either. That's just what he does over and over again. He's to the right now. He's to the right. Watch this. All right. He ain't going to chase that down. But again, he ain't in the screen and the ball's still going. You see everybody else get to the ball. All 10 guys got into the screen. He's still over there to the right somewhere chilling every time. He's to the left now. Boom. All right. He sealed the edge up. That was the edge, right? No, it wasn't. He's just running around in a circle. Is he hurt? Yes, he must be hurt. He got a knee brace on. So I'm not hating on his injury. I'm just saying, what film was they watching saying that this dude was crushing it versus the run, and that I was lying? They said I'm lying. Well, not they. Lou said I'm lying that this dude stopping the run and that he's miles better. Y'all got to watch the show from yesterday. Watch all of it. He said that they're miles apart. That Sweat is way better than Gary. He said maybe he played with more effort in Fangio's scheme. Why would I go look for him? This is the last thing he put on tape that made them say they want to sign him. They said they wanted him. This was his best sack year too. So his best ever. This is his best ever sack year. That puts it in the context. I said this, right? I don't want a guy that can only get you sacks but can't do shit versus the run. This don't make him better than Gary. This makes him a sack guy that's either lazy. Go. Boom. There we go. Did he do something there? No. He set the edge, right? That's what they're gonna say. Oh, he was trying to. Maybe they asked him to hold the receiver. He held the tight end. Maybe that's what he's doing here. But still, they widened him out, ran right at him. Touchdown. Tutty. To the left now, hand up, 2-point stance. What's happening here? He got, he lumped up. He is hurt. He limping up the field. To the left now. Boom. Boom. Right through his gap. There we go. There go Jalen Thompson right there. Woo! We got a signing. All right. To the right now. He's to the right. He's standing up his tackle. And what's happening? Ball still going. He's still jogging. I'm almost done now. I might as well just finish. To the left now, 2-point stance. Smack. Nothing. He's just standing there watching the ball move around. He's to the left now. Hand down against 71. Dre, where you at? You was defending him, Dre. Where you at? Boom. Nothing. All right, what's he doing now? He's to the left now. Tutty. He set the edge, though. He's to the right now. Setting the edge. Nothing. These are all the snaps he on the field. I'm not holding the set edges against him. These are just the snaps that he's on the field. So I put him out. All right, so you don't think I hid anything because I'm not hiding them from you. He to the left now. He made that tackle. Look how long it took him to get there, though. All right. He's to the right now, pass rushing on this one. Boom. He skips himself over there, and he's hurt. He's definitely hurt because he's very, very ginger. He's to the left now, pass rushing against Schultz. He's limping. Why do they keep putting him out? I guess they said, we paid you, you're going to play. And he must have had to play through it because he to the left now. Did he tear ACL, though? Like, or is his meniscus that bad? Because this is bad, man. This is bad. It's bad. He can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. And that's why I said I didn't even want to put the film out on Sweat because it's not Sweat fault. But why are you even comparing Sweat to Gary? Why would y'all say that we need Sweat because he's a premier pass rusher, but y'all don't like Gary? Why would you be saying that? As if you watch this shit. I know you ain't watch it. They ran. Look. Oh my God. Come on. This is probably his worst play of the year. Right here. Let me see where it's at. Worst play of the year right here. Are you crazy? I'm not even looking at none of them other players. I'm not looking at them people they put on the list, man. No way. I'm not wasting my this is why I'm mad, Luke, because you wasting my time. This is a waste of time. I was hype all day to see this shit. This is a waste of time. I thought he was about to have some good shit. It's crazy. To the left. Watch this play. Let's watch this. Boom. Blocked by a tight end at that. Didn't even get off his break. Boom. Right here, you can tackle the guy right there, bro. Boom. Boom. No effort whatsoever. And look how big this play is. What are we talking about? If he did this for me as a Cowboy, I would say bench that motherfucker right now. What are you talking about? And they said Grenard, the crazy thing, when you watch Grenard film, it's so crazy. Grenard is nasty. Like, I mean, really nasty. Like, Grenard, nasty. Nasty. I want Grenard. To the right. Boom. He don't want it. He don't want it. That was bullshit effort. He don't want it. He's to the left. Grenard mid. Bro, no, you can't talk to me neither. You don't know what mid is then, bro. I've been watching, just like I sit here and watched all this film, I've been watching Grenard film too, bro. He said they was talking like Grenard was a bum. Yeah, they said Grenard was horrible, and this dude was good. They would take him over Grenard. That's what they said. Y'all crazy. I can't listen to none of y'all. Boom. There, right there, he got collapsed up. I mean, he hurt right there. They hurt him again right there. He back on the field though. He do keep getting back in the game though. Boom. But now look, he even worse now. He can't move, man. That joint bad. He made the tackle there. That was good effort, but he in pain. He's to the right now. Boom. He made that tackle. They ran right into him. You're gonna miss. You're right up on the guy. Make a left. He to the left. Boom. This is it, Soul God. This is only like one more play. But I went like 11 games. Boom. That was a good pass rush right there. Good pass rush. Boom. All right. And this is the last play of the game to the left, to the bottom of the screen, should I say. He's at the bottom of the screen, folks. And this is the last one. Let's see what happens here. Boom. He sealed the edge there. That's what he did. Yeah, he sealed the edge. That's what it was. Y'all said that he'd be selling the edge, right? That's what it was. Y'all crazy. All right, never doing that again. Never doing that again, man. I will not. Like I said, I wouldn't listen to Lou if he had a GPS and I ain't know my way home. I would not listen to Lou. I'll walk into the wilderness first. I'm on some real shit. But yeah, that was crazy. And it's not like like I said, I ain't intending to do that to him because I don't know him. I met him. I went on a show with him once. See him on X a couple times, and we did a show yesterday. I don't got no beef with the boy. I don't know him. I don't got no problems. I ain't had no problems with him. I do got a problem with this and the things you saying. Not because you was trying to pick on me either. I like that type of shit. That's cool. Like I said, you can throw shots. You can say whatever you want, but you better be right. That's all I care about. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Me and Boss argue all the time. Me and Foots argue all the time. Vach would just be condescending and what do you call it? Sarcastic all the time. We do that on the phone with nobody watching. We just do that. Sky is crazy with it. We used to do that every morning on his show. So everybody who know me know that I don't got no problem with somebody who just debating with me. I don't really care. I invited Tom Stakes over here. He Eagles fan, and he was talking about my kids and shit. He still came on the show, and I was respectful to him because I don't care about that. You can't hurt my feelings with no words. Can't. But when you lie, it annoy me, especially when you lie to me like I don't know what I'm talking about. He kept cutting me off as if I didn't know what I was saying. So after y'all watch that, so those who didn't see the recap, I'm gonna put the recap up, right, so that you can understand. Like now, after watching that, let's re-listen to what he was saying, and then tell me. You'll see why I'm like, what the fuck, and why you waste my time? What are you talking about, bro? I understand how women feel with 1 Minute Men now. I understand. Like, damn, I was hyped. I thought this was gonna be some shit. You wasting my time, bro. Now I'm annoyed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Now this is why I said first round KO, because I'm not gonna bother watching the rest of the guys because I can't trust you. I don't trust your evaluations of nothing when it comes to football. And you said you're offensive. He said I'm an offensive lineman. Then how the hell you don't know Josh Sweat ain't worth a goddamn? You could block him today, Lou. You could block him right now. I could block him. Right now. All you gotta do is stand in front of him. He ain't trying to go nowhere. You could block him. My wife might be able to block him a couple times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This is some crazy shit. Why was he ever even mentioned? I don't understand why he said it. I feel bad and mad for him. Like, why did you do that? Why you do that? Why you do that for? But let's watch the recap again so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Boom. All right, I'm gonna try to get this right for you. We're gonna start that from the start. And you gotta never be saying film is the rule. You don't watch no film. Stop it.
But out of the 6 games,
let me turn it up. I want to hear it.
He had an opportunity. When I say opportunity, I mean
give me a 1 if y'all can hear this.
An opportunity to bring quarterback down maybe 7-8 times and didn't. If he brought them down even half of that, if he got 4 more sacks, and we're looking at 11 sacks in the season, nobody's asking these questions, right? So he needs to finish better when it comes to getting to the QB. That's the only reason you're talking about Josh Sweat's 12 and Gary's 7.5 sacks.
I disagree.
Really.
And no, I would agree with you on the Mafia too. What you said, I agree with what you said. Your analysis on Sweat is my analysis on. On Gary's my analysis on Mafia is finishing.
But and also, when you look at Sweat versus when I look at an overall player, I'm not looking at just if your skill set is I just get on the field and all I can do is pass rush. I thought Robert Quinn was great at pass rushing. He get you 20 sacks, but he ain't shit versus the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought Micah Parsons from a defensive end perspective was excellent.
Right.
But we saw what happened in the playoffs when you run at him. You know what I mean? So that is pass rushing. But when I look at you from your position, like overall edge, Gary overall is better than Josh Sweat. So if you told me we got Josh Sweat over Gary, I wouldn't put Josh Sweat over Gary in any circumstance because the things that they do versus the run, Gary's better. Gary drops back in coverage more and still has just as many or more pressures than Josh Sweat has. But you say they're not.
You can't use that.
I can use it.
You're talking about 4 down and versus the 3-4 outside linebacker.
I'll give you the floor in a second, but I'll give you credit when it comes to level of difficulty. I'll give you credit when it comes to that. But when it comes to overall edge, being an overall, if I'm looking at the fact that is he getting pressures? I don't care if you're not the guy, because he was the guy after Micah Parsons got hurt. in the playoffs as well, and he was still effective and still having a great impact on games. Whether you say that impact was only versus the run, or you didn't like the way he was pass rushing, I will argue he doesn't have a great counter to his long arm or his steering wheel move. He needs to counter quicker. I will give Gary that. Can he do that? And can an old dog learn new tricks? Who knows what this coaching staff will do with him? But I do think he needs counter. It doesn't look cute, but he still get in the end result. He still gets there. So I will give him credit for after Micah Parsons getting hurt, he still was getting his pressures and doing what he had to do. He just didn't get any sacks out of it because he started getting the big boy attention that Micah Parsons was just getting. They just slid it to him now. You know what I'm saying? And he's not that guy, as you said. He's not a guy that's going to beat 3-4 guys to get to it. I wouldn't argue that. But if you told me that we got a guy that is better at pass rushing, just a speed rush, but when it comes to edge setting percentages, run stopping grade, and his ability to affect the run, there is no Sweat. Don't touch him when it comes to that. But he's touching Sweat when it comes to sack production. So if I say, hey, my guy who is not as cute as a Josh Sweat when it comes to his pass rushing ability will flat out stop the run and will still get you 7 to 10 sacks in a season, I'll still take that over the 2 extra sacks I'm going to get from Sweat and the same amount of pressures, same amount of tackles for loss. I will take that any day over the guy who just gives me 3 extra sacks and no extra pressures and no extra tackles for loss. And you can run right at him. No, I would take that all day over a sack machine. So that's how when you judged Sweat, I looked at it like, okay, I can say that Sweat is tier 2, but to say that they're miles apart, there is no metric that they're miles apart, not even sacks. 55 versus 46 sacks since 2019. Even if you say level of difficulty, you're talking about the market earlier. What a market would say that the market don't ask, hey, what's the level of difficulty? The market just say, well, what are you doing?
They look at film.
What's your productivity?
The market look at film and how you did it too.
The market teaching me something. They still pay you based
I
on
said, y'all gonna teach me something.
a bunch of almost. You're still not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Period.
We just seen
Demarcus Lawrence was never a.
Maffa got
we just seen Maffa get paid a bag. That's not true.
Almost.
That's not true.
His film though.
He got 2 sacks and he just got a bag. Okoye, that's not true.
So, but I'm gonna be fair to you on this, Okoye. This is where I'm gonna be. This is where I'm gonna be.
Y'all keep bringing up exceptions. Is that the rule or is that an exception? You keep saying Maffa. Is that the rule or is that an exception?
No, I think that's the rule. Film is the rule.
I think film is the rule.
Film is the rule.
Film is the rule. Film is the ultimate.
But let me go back to this, Okoye.
That's your ultimate rule. I'm talking about for the front office.
That's what we were talking about with the market. But real quick, Okoye, I want to be fair on something you said. Because see, I'm not gonna also pretend. I'm never gonna come over here and fake. Now, one thing that I did not look at Sweat in detail on was him versus the run.
Why not?
So that's because I'm letting you know that could be a step to where you could be right. So if you're right on that, then you.
Hold on, my bad. Yeah, they're back to the stage.
See, because this is not about trying to win. This is about what's true. So
my bad. Did that again.
So I'm also letting it be known in the process of how we looked at these guys and what we was looking for was a guy that's gonna win on the one-on-ones because that's what Vic showed that gets off when he got a guy that can win, especially in passing downs and stuff like that. So especially knowing he go get after you with 4, stop the run and with 4. I will say I will take another look at Sweat and equally compare him to Gary. If you right, I'm gonna say Koye was right on this, and this is where Gary could have an edge on him. And see, because it's not about trying to win a debate; it's about what's true. And
exactly.
Take Gary a step up.
Thank you, Paul.
I would stand on a dime on is that Sweat is way more explosive than Gary when it comes to getting after the quarterback, and it's not even close. It's not even close.
Where's these elite numbers at for Sweat? What are y'all talking
about? It's not numbers. It's when you look at it. It's like
you saying it's the film. He's saying it. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You lying, bro.
Because we could all do the same
it's not numbers. Okay, let's do film then.
Go look at Crosby and just put it on sacks on.
Why are we going back to Crosby though? Because I'm
talking about differences in degree of difficulty. Because I'm giving a comparison of how we came to this. So when you go look at Crosby, you can click on sacks and just watch it and see how many he makes basically on his own athletically. Right?
Very true, so got it.
And compared to how much was kind of cleaning up behind people, running into people, running quarterback, running away from Michael, running into you type shit. Like so. And
what you think I slowed the video down? He was that slow.
From that method that Gary is on the level of Sweat, then I say okay, fine. But not from the way
I look at Gary as a guy who, like I said, he's gonna get you maybe 3 or 4 hustle sacks, and the rest of them will be because he might have beat
clean
his guy.
up.
Yeah,
Clean
hustle
up.
sacks. Like I'm using my
I
motor to
saw the
get.
exact
not-
same
I
thing.
look at Demarcus Lawrence as far as pass rush anyway. The same, similar. He's not a pass rush move guy. He's gonna get you because he just disruptive. He's gonna blow through you. Just a strong
No.
guy that's gonna blow through you.
I don't agree with that. But no,
Bro, I'm
he has
not
more-
asking you to
he
agree
has-
with
he
me.
has- but
I'm
that's
just
not
making
what
my
the film
point.
says, though. I'm
But,
just
but
saying
listen,
he has more
Lou,
physical
listen to me.
and
Listen
traits.
to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna give you the floor to say whatever you want to say. If you disagree, state it. I don't care about that. I'm not stating it for you to agree. I don't care if you agree with me. That's the whole point of us having this
So
conversation.
we really gonna sit here and say that Demarcus Lawrence is on the same level as pass rush? You gonna sit here and look at me in the dead face and say that?
What did you say?
Did he has Gary ever match his production?
Whose?
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane.
What did I say?
You said that Gary is a similar pass rusher to Demarcus Lawrence.
Similar meaning they don't use any moves to get to the quarterback. Lawrence doesn't have a real. What's Lawrence's move?
He has a
What does he
stab.
do?
He has counters. He has long arms. He has something that Gary does
No,
not
what is
have.
his move, bro?
I just told
It's
you
an
a
easy
stab. That's the
question.
move.
What?
A stab.
Yep.
A long arm stab.
And what is Gary's?
You tell me, because you think he's
stab. No,
Did
he
you watch
stabs as well. He stabs. He
Thank
stabs
you.
as well.
No,
What are
he
you
runs
talking
in
about?
the,
Now
he
watch
runs in the
this.
middle right now. Come on,
Now
now.
you-
We ain't finna sit here and
Now
act
you
like
playing
that.
because they
I'm
use
not
the
playing.
same exact move. You just said a stab.
They both stab.
You just said a stab, right? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, they
Didn't you
do.
say a stab?
Yeah, he said a stab.
And they both do the same. So if I say similar, did I say they exact same in production? I said they have similar styles to get into the quarterback. What we talking about, bro? Now you tripping. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm tripping.
Stop.
We finna sit
Yeah,
here and
you
act like that Gary literally does the same
You just
exact
said they got the same move, and now you're saying it's not
turn
similar.
on the damn film right
we
now.
talking about,
I'm
man?
not finna do
No,
this.
wait.
We
See, hold on.
Any
I
damn
think
way.
this got
No,
caught up
I'm-
into
I'm gonna do it
semantics.
like
Anywhere.
this.
And
It's
I
not-
literally, I'm
No,
not.
no,
It's
hold on.
obviously
We
not
gonna do it
about
like
the
this.
move.
Hold
It's
on,
the
boss. Hold on,
effectiveness of the
Blue,
move, bro.
Blue, we gonna do it like this, Blue. You can pick any player you want that you say is a tier 2, that you saying, like, especially Sweat, because we're gonna do Sweat, and we're gonna do this over the next 2 days. You gonna give me some film, because you just said put the film on, right? So you gonna give me whatever games you want to pick. You could cherry pick or you could put them all. Whatever plays.
Damn sure
we
cherry
talking about
pick today.
impact. So don't give me one play from this game that he looked good. The rest of the game he had. I want to see the impact that he had on the game versus the run
I
and the
love
pass.
it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
count his
Let's
snaps.
fuck all this damn. Let's do it
I
with film.
love it.
Let's do it with film.
Yes,
Let's
we're gonna do it with
I
film.
just-
Since
that's
you talking.
it.
So, because I like this
Yeah.
kind of party. Listen, you gonna count how many snaps he had.
Yes.
And then you're gonna count the effective plays that he had. And when I say effective plays, I mean if I disrupt the backfield and I push my guy into the quarterback's lap and I don't get a pressure for it, but it's an incomplete pass, that's an effective play.
Yeah,
Okay. If I touch the quarterback and he runs out of the pocket and I get a pressure, he affected that play. If I disrupt my side of the field and the ball bounces to the other side of the field and those guys rally for the tackle, but I don't
That's
get the
an
tackle.
effective
I was
play.
asking the same thing,
So I
Dewan.
want to see.
Why was he mad? I don't know. He
Chaos.
came in mad, and I don't even know him. I was like, I don't know
And
what.
then let's use also. I don't know who
Game
Arizona played
before,
all
man.
year, but we're gonna use light competition too if we
We
can.
can use the Cowboys.
I think we need to put
Not just the
Boye
Cowboys.
Mafe-
Use the
We
Cowboys.
ain't gonna just use the Cowboys. We're gonna use.
in there
We're gonna
too.
pick, like y'all say, in order to do
Boye
the scouting
Mafe
report,
need to go in there
I
too.
did.
you're gonna have to pick 6 teams that you want. 6, because we're gonna.
Hold on. Remove.
Wait, no.
Oh, y'all want
You
to
want to do it now?
All right,
No.
Oh,
let's use all. Like y'all say, in order to do
Boye
the scouting
Mafe need
report,
to go in there too.
you're gonna have to pick.
I'm about to show Gary
teams
Chica.
that
Don't
you
worry
want.
about it. Don't go nowhere.
We're gonna do 6 like
I'm
y'all
doing.
said.
I ain't going
Love
nowhere.
it.
But I'm just laying the groundwork for that because since you're talking film, we gonna do film. This I wasn't doing film because I said, I don't want to get y'all pages flagged like mine get flagged. I
Yeah,
sacrifice
won't
what
get
people
flagged.
problem.
I feel you.
So I wasn't doing film on this joint.
Yeah.
But if you want to do film, that is what I love, brother.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do it.
day.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let's
all
go.
day
No, I don't take the
long,
arguing personal. That's all good. I didn't take Lou arguing personal at all. I just take the lying personal. Don't lie. People watch you get fans. We all got fans, right? You guys come and watch me because y'all expect that even if I'm wrong, at least I'm telling the truth as far as I see it. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I've been wrong several times. I was wrong about Mozzie. I think that Mozzie had the potential and the tools to be great and be good with the right coaching. I think that the fan base and the coaching staff and the different changes that they put him through when he first got in the league It was just too much for him, and he ain't had the heart to rock through that. You know what I'm saying? And he's the type of person to change. He needed to be a type of person that said, fuck that, I am who I am. That losing all your weight, going to 290, trying to change stripes first season. Then, you know what I mean, next season you played good for Zimmer. And then last season, they didn't even believe in you because of what you did the first 2 seasons. So it's like, and what you were saying in the locker room and all that. So I've been wrong. I was wrong about Mozzie for sure. You know what I'm saying? I've been wrong. I was wrong about Boss Man Fat. You know what I mean? I've been wrong quite a few times. So there's nothing wrong with it. This ain't about being right or wrong. I'm okay with losing. You know what I mean? And this ain't about Lou being wrong. It wasn't about that. It's about the things that you're saying so passionately. You couldn't there's only 2 ways it could go. I'm gonna put that back on in a second. There's only 2 ways it can be. Either you didn't watch the film, which you lying about saying you watched the film. So you said it's all about film. He the one talking. I never brought up film. I was just talking about the players because I assume we all watched the film. So I said, okay, let's talk about the players. But they kept saying, it's not about the stats. Don't tell me how many sacks he got. They kept countering the argument, moving goalposts. I said, okay, what is it about? Oh, let's just the film. I said, people get signed based off their metrics and their numbers. No, it's only film. Okay. I never heard of that before, but okay. I know that players in a contract year show off and get stats. Why? Because they get paid off of that. But it's all about the film only. So I said, okay, well, let's do the film. And when I said that, I'm assuming. And then this morning, I was talking a little shit with the Cider House Rules, John. I put a little meme up, just poking at him. And then he started dropping film of Sweat. So I said, damn, maybe I'm tripping. Now play that. We was talking about this one right here. When he put this one up, I said, hold on, let me remove this. When he put this one up, I said, damn, maybe I was tripping. I mean, maybe I was wrong because this was actually a good play. I mean, so I said, oh, maybe I was wrong. I might be missing something. This, you know what I mean? That was a good play. So maybe I'm wrong. So I said, all right, let's find out.
Let's go. Let's go. Put your chest out, Lou.
What do you being an offensive lineman got to do with what we talking about?
It has everything to do with it. Because at the end of the day, I seen Gary try to run down the middle of a damn tackle, and you gonna tell me to my face that he got moves? He done that 80% of the game.
You lying now? Because
I'm not lying.
Let's go.
You keep. That's why I keep asking you what I said.
Yeah, never got him over another one.
You already
Oh, he's gonna be great.
He was running down the middle of Dyke. He was running down the middle of Steve. He was running down the middle of all of them.
I said he don't got
We didn't see the hoes. We didn't
When did I
see
say
the
he got
hoes. You gotta chill.
Matter of fact, watch this. I'm gonna show you because you said I said he got moves, right? I said he got moves. I say it right here in the video that I just broke him down. When did I say he got? I said he don't got no moves. So when the hell I say he got moves? You be lying, bro. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't lie on me, bro. You can say whatever you want to say. Don't lie on me, though.
All right.
I knew the box was going. I know what I say.
Right.
I say exactly what I mean, and I mean what I say every time. I don't play no games like that.
Let's
So
go.
I would never lie.
Box. Let's go. Now, you know the best thing I love. Thing I love was we go settle this with the film. That's the number one thing that Okoye said that I love that I heard doing. Wait. No.
So y'all want to do it now?
No.
I tried to go do the film last night while we was on it. So let's do it live. I didn't know what was going to be on it. So let's just do it.
I said he don't counter. He got one move. I said that.
Okay.
And I asked you 3 times to try to get you to back out of you. Said, you gonna tell me to my face that
because the reason why I think
I was trying to help him. I said, don't go in there. Why you arguing with the bill?
I said, what is Gary
He got a
move?
stab, rip over, he got a stab.
Stop it, man. Come
I
on, man.
think Demarcus Lawrence
I
has
ain't never said boy had no moves.
Only the
though, bro.
Cowboys do.
I ain't never said that. I would never say that. Come on, man.
I said the reason why I said
Pause.
I believe D-Law has counters.
Okoye,
Where are they?
Okoye,
Is it on film?
Okoye.
You never watched it for like 9 years. Where is that?
Okay.
Okoye.
We'll show it.
Let me moderate for 1 second, bro. Bring us back.
Go ahead.
Let's bring us back real quick.
I'm like, God damn, the boy.
Because I gotta ask you a question, Okoye.
Go ahead.
Do it live.
Do you believe? Because you said that
Good night,
we
brother.
need a pass rusher.
Yeah.
I want to kind of get to that because
I appreciate that, bro.
I think
I
you
really
said
do.
that.
I
I might have
think-
missed.
My favorite job. Being a dad. All right. Now y'all about to get what y'all asked for. Y'all gonna get the Gary film. I am tired. So if I sound like beat down, because I've been up since like 6 in the morning rocking, and it's about to be the next day now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let's do it. You say I love Boss because he instigated. That's why I like Boss. I always know though, whenever Boss asks me to do a show, I like get your chin strapped and put your mouthpiece in because it's coming. You know what I mean? Somebody about to rock you every time. You know what I mean? But I'm built for that. Like this the way, and that's the crazy thing is the way I came into this game right here, right? I was arguing with Law. I don't be knowing who people are. So it's like a kid bumping around and shit in the dark. That's how I was. Cause I was just a street boy that's just like, I don't know nothing. I'm just not scared of nothing. I don't care. I could talk. You know what I mean? So I just was talking about Dez and I go on shows, but I didn't know anything about color commentary. So I used to do some of the stuff Lou do, like I'll cut you off and start. I get drunk. I used to get drunk. I don't drink that much no more. But I get drunk and I'll be on live talking crazy. So that's why I don't take that type of stuff personal, because I was that. I used to do that. You know what I mean? I toned it down a lot because I said people are missing my message because they're looking at the messenger. So I had to say, okay, start you. I'm not slow. I can articulate myself. So start using articulation. And then I came up with the idea, prove everything you say with the film. So that way I don't got to argue. So sometimes I would put up a silent movie. It wouldn't even be no words. It'd just be film and breakdowns. And that's why I started writing everything out on the screen, because then I'm explaining what I'm looking at. So that way, if I look at a play and I say why I don't like this particular play, someone else might disagree, but you can't disagree when I break down what's actually happening and then what the assignment could be if you reverse engineer the play. So I started doing that because of that. So, and honestly, I swear, everybody who knows me, who cool with me, they know it ain't like, if you ain't on my side, I ain't rocking with you. I don't care about a lot of content creators, but there's a lot of content creators. And when I say I don't care about them, I mean, I'm like, I'm not out here trying to compete with nobody. They know this. All of them know. Boss know, Foots know. They all know this. If you call me, even if I don't rock with you, if you call me and say you need help, I'm gonna help you. That's just the way I am. Most of the people that you guys see in the space, they will never say it. And I know when I say this, like I said, people don't like the truth. But there are a lot of people in the space, and a lot of people even who have worked for the Cowboys are working for them now, right? And that I've helped. And some of them helped me. Vach works for the Cowboys and works for Crown Global. Shout out to my man Vach. Vach always dropping jewels behind the scenes. We'll do a live, we'll do a round table. When me and Vach met, we was arguing. Vach, Law brought Vach to me because he was like, he's sicking him on me because I had just went at Law. So then it was like, boom, sicking him on me. And me and Vach had a joust live. And then it was like, oh, all right, you cool. And then behind the scenes, in the green room, I'm dropping jewels. He dropping jewels. He know that. We sitting in. We and Vach got so cool. We never even met. Me and Vach and Law never met face to face. I've met everybody else, but me, Vach, and Law never been around each other face to face. But we all tight. We all help each other get money. All that. So they know that about me. Like we not competing. I will give you the jewels to make money. I used to be an online reputation management consultant, so I consult people on how to blow their brands up. So I help everybody. I help for free. If I see you and I'm like, yo, I like what you're doing, boom. Even if I don't know you and I don't like what you're doing, people will call me and be like, yo, you want to jump on the show? I don't care. Y'all see me on show with people from Denver, Broncos Network, Eagles Network. Me and Lord Brunson, we was beefing. Me and him cool as shit now. Come to find out, half of his sister is a man, my boy E, like my brother. Like that's his ex-wife. I said, I know your sister. That's crazy, Brunson. I mean, I didn't know. So we got cool because it's like, yo, our families rock with each other. Like, I'm not about to really go at you for real. Like, we got a real problem. So he even know. We sat and watched film together, and I help him break it down. That's why you see when we argue on Twitter, the Eagles fans don't understand what we're talking about. They think that we really going at each other. We just talking trash like we would in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But it just sound worse on Twitter. And that's the same way I am. That's the same thing I was doing with Lou early. So I'm not a bully. I'm not no asshole. I am an asshole, but I'm not an unwarranted asshole. I'm a comedic asshole like Louis C.K. type shit. You know what I mean? You know, some Patrice O'Neal type shit. I'm like that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pick with you because I don't get mad. You can't get me mad. And you can't even get me mad if you punch me in the face. It's just that would make me happy. Now I'm gonna whoop your ass. I like fighting. So that don't bother me. And I'm not trying to sound tough or none of that. I train fighters. I get hit all the time. So that does not bother me at all. My kids, when I used to take their cell phones from them, when they was on punishment, my sons both do jiu-jitsu and MMA right now. They grew up fighting. They was allowed to hit their dad. So that's how much I don't care about people being against me. When I took their phones from them, I said, you can get off punishment if you can land a punch on me. So we get in the ring. I won't hit them. I put my gloves on. They put theirs on, no headgear, and I let them rock. If you can hit me, if you can land a punch, I'm going to give your phone back. My son bloody my nose. Gave him his phone back. one time, but the rest of the time he missed every shot. And I mean, so we record. It'd be a fun thing. We sit back and watch that shit right now. So it's like that's the type of person I am. So when it comes, and I'm not trying to like sell myself. I'm just telling the truth. So when it comes to so many content creators out, they know it is how you come. If you come and say, "Yo, we could argue live," you like, "Yo, what's up with this? How I do that?" I'm gonna tell you. Or if I see something you don't know how to do, I'm gonna tell you. That's because people who used to argue with me did it. Me and Sky, same thing. Me and Sky met arguing. When they brought him on the round table, I said, "Round table just me, Foots, Law, and Vosh. Who this bull?" And we start going at it. Scott done showed me so much shit that helped me with my edits. It's like crazy. Like I fuck with him. Brought me on his show in the mornings and vice versa. When I went through some, I would say certain things. When I'm saying certain things on Twitter, I don't look at people's accounts. I'm not a Joe person. So I'm not looking at the accounts trying to figure out who am I arguing with. So I would argue with the wrong people. Don't even know I'm arguing with people that's trying to give me a job. They watching me to see like, how's this guy? I'm arguing with No C. I'm arguing with Brian Baldinger. I'm arguing with Jeff Kavanaugh. I don't mean no harm when I'm doing it. That's a name to me. I don't know who these people are. Nick Harris, all these people, John Owen, we cool now, but these are all people who are like in some sort of position in the industry. So if it was like, if I was trying to be tactful, I would probably, if I was a company man, I'd probably move a little different. And I'm not even saying you got to be a company man to be respectful to other people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not attempting to get anywhere with that. So I just say what I feel. And when I'm on Twitter, I'm just, debating and people take it a certain way. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I'm saying all this so y'all understand that this wasn't a shot because of what you hear in the recap. It's a shot because he lied. It's not a shot because he said stuff to me that I didn't like. He didn't say nothing. Honestly, when we got off last night, I was laughing. When I got up this morning, I was motivated because I'm like, I got somebody who really about to dive into the film with me. Let's do it. That I haven't done this since we first started doing film, like people really trying to go film for film with me. People stop doing it. They don't do that with me no more because they know I ain't got no job, bro. Y'all got to go to work. I ain't got to go. No, like I'm still sitting here. I told you I could sit here till tomorrow. And then the day after that, I ain't got no job. I work for myself. So if I want to look at the same play 20 times, the players can't even do what I can do. And that's not to be arrogant. They can't. If a player is playing during the season, guess what he got to do? Get prepared for the next week. I can go back to last week and keep watching it. In the off season, he trying to get his body back right, trying to watch his family, get back with his family because he's been playing. You've been gone for 6 months. Not me. I'm watching film. I don't watch the games. Y'all watch the games. I watch the film. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'll miss the game sometimes, y'all, and I'll be working or something. And then I watch it silent. I don't even hear the commentators. I don't know what they saying. That's why y'all be like, oh, you don't know the players' names. I don't watch football. I don't. I watch the film. That's all. I watch all 22 for every game that I watch. That's how I watch it. That's it. I don't watch Raw. I don't even watch the Super Bowl. I really don't. I'm in the room, but I'm not watching it. I just don't do it. I don't care. My brother died in 2020. He was a defensive tackle for Jackson State. He went into the draft, was supposed to get drafted by the Giants in Tampa Bay, but my man left the dinner with the Giants because his ex-wife, his wife at the time, but his ex-wife, she was complaining about, something. He excused himself from the dinner with the Giants. So he got a reputation. His name was Dennis Coy. But he got a reputation for being non-committed to football. So he didn't get drafted. He played arena football, and he just, was playing semi-pro until he retired or whatever, right? But once he died in 2020, I lost my love for watching football live. I still love the film, and I do this as a dedication to him on some real shit. This is how I get closer to my brother. So I'm being honest with y'all right now. I don't give a fuck about watching the Super Bowl. I don't care who wins. I don't even get down when the Cowboys necessarily lose. I don't like losing because I'm a coach, but I'm a coach. So if my fighter loses, I'm not crying on my way home. I'm figuring out how can we get better. You know what I'm saying? That's how I approach football. When we lose, it's not. That's why y'all think I'm taking up for people. I'm not taking up for Mozzie. I'm not taking up for none of them. It's like, okay, I know where he is. What would I do with this guy? How could I get him to a point where I can use him, or how could the coaches use him, or what could the coaches be thinking by putting him on the field in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So that's really, I don't know. That's really who I am, man. That's really who I am. That's how I move. So this is not an attack on Lou because he don't agree with me. I just want y'all to understand that. It's an attack because you spend all this time frauding. Not only me, but your own people. Your people. I told him not, and you can see it on Twitter. I told him, you might not even want to come, bro. And I said, call boss first because he knew. I called boss. I told him, I said, boss, man, listen, no offense to you. I wouldn't even do this video out of my respect for you, but I got to do it because then they're gonna think I'm bullshit. I'm not bullshitting. I really watched the film, and this is bad. I don't even want to put it up. And I was like, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just letting you know out of a courtesy, out of respect for who you are. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. It wasn't, it wasn't like I went out. Even I was talking shit earlier. It was like that was funny. When I got home, I told him I was home. My lights was on. I said, all right, I'm going. I literally, after I put that video up on Twitter saying, I'm going to cook you, I sat down and watched the film right then and there. That's why it's not cut up. This all from like 6 o'clock to now. I've been here sitting here for 6 hours right now. Still sitting here. I ate my dinner right here at the table. I ain't move. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean. This is really what I do. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get into Gary's film right now because it's still 300 of y'all on here, and I really am gracious and I respect that. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna put that up real quick. You know what I mean? No, I appreciate the condolences and all that too. Like, but that happened 2020. It is what it is. But people don't understand, like, yo, it's more to life than football. So the reason when people hear me say, I don't even care if the Cowboys win or lose, it's not that I don't love the Cowboys. I've been watching the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith and me and Ray Lewis, all of us born on the same day. So I wanted to be Emmitt Smith. I wanted to be Ray Lewis when I was, getting older. But I love football. I love it. But that year just taught me like it's way more important things. I'm not gonna be on my deathbed like, damn, I wish the Cowboys won another Super Bowl. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'll be saying like, I wish I left this earth empty, meaning I did everything that I wanted to do before I left here. So I do this because this is a passion of mine. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to pour out everything that's in me before I get the fuck up out of here. My brother told me that. So that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? He said that Josh film was nasty work. I'm squinting a little bit. I can't see. Hold on one second though. And I did all that in front of y'all. I don't tell nobody what's going on with me, man. I just keep it moving right here in front of you. You'll never know. I'm still up here laughing, joking, all that. You'll never know. I had got robbed one time. I'm thinking 2018. Some of y'all know that. Y'all might be able to find the video. I can't remember when it was. But I got robbed like at the end of 2018. I mean, pistol whip was rumbling. You know what I mean? 2 people. And, they bust me up, all that. I came on the show the next day with you know what I mean? My nose is kind of messed up. This little joint right, this is not like a non-growth that my lip was split all the way through. But I was still on the show. You know what I'm saying? I still came up. It was talk. I don't carry none of that. So like I said, I don't got no problem with Lou at all. I got no problem with him personally. I got a problem with what he did on the joint. But here we go. This is Gary film. You know what I mean? That was enough personal shit. Boom. All right. Hopefully they don't flag this. But now I don't really gotta say nothing. I don't want to be silent for however many minutes this is though. It's like 7 minutes, I think. Yeah, it's like 7. So I'm gonna talk through it. You can see Gary. I highlighted him, but there's no way that you watch this and think that him and Sweat is anywhere near the same. Boom. Now look at the power. I'm not saying he don't got no moves. He's just a strong, big motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? And if you tell me that he's not affecting the game because he ain't have sacks down the street, these are all the plays, just for context. All the plays from not all the plays, but these are games, all the impactful plays, good or bad, down the stretch after week 7 when he stopped getting sacks. All right. Boom. Oh, you said you've been watching me for a minute if you remember that. You remember that? Yeah, you remember that. Boom. All right. So this is him over on the other side. Boom. Good get off. Good way more explosive than Josh is this season. I don't know why they said that Josh is way more explosive than him. In what world? In what world? And he's affecting plays right off the rip. But these are pass rushes to Josh Sweat's credit. Josh Sweat did have 12 sacks, but here's a run play right here. Here's one. Boom. He not only set the edge there, but then he go find the ball. That's what I was saying when y'all was saying, oh, he's setting the edge. Yeah, but what else you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Get there, set the edge, and then go get it. Open the door, then close the motherfucker. Open it. Boom. He ran through all. He's now affecting the jet sweep right here that's trying to run past him, and he's pushing the running back and the tight end to the left. These are 3 possible receivers on this play and this run pass off option. These are 3 possible receivers, right? The tight end that's blocking him, he ain't release him. He used his body to hit the running back and to hit the jet sweep, right? And then still go get it. Boom. Get off me. Go get that affects a play. He gave him nowhere to go with the ball and then went and got him. Get what I'm saying? That now you got to finish, because if he'd have finished, that would have been an A+ play, but he didn't finish, so I got to give him a B-. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying with Gary. Gary got to finish. That's my only problem with him. But I'm saying now all we need you to do is be a cleanup guy, because we don't need you to be disruptive in the middle. And here's the difference. Everybody who was talking, I didn't say this to them when we was debating last night. I just let them talk. But you know what the Packers don't have? Quinnen Williams and Casey. They don't have that. They got Wyatt. Wyatt is not Quinnen Williams, nor is he Kenny Clark. All right? So if they had disruption, now Wyatt's serviceable, but if they had disruption, meaning like straight up, God damn in the middle, if they had that level of disruption in the middle of the field, then Micah and Gary would have ate even more. He would have ate even more. Boom. Here we go again. See? From the backside. Now, he missed on that one, right? But you see him pursuing. Now, he going to miss on this. I didn't just, and this is how you know somebody not cherry picking. Why the hell, if I say I like a guy, would I put a play in where they run right at him? Boom. Now, he gets in his gap. He cleared his gap. This don't look nothing like sweat. He cleared it, but he don't finish. And I said it. Just needs to finish. I don't lie on or for nobody. I really don't. I'm not going to lie for you unless it's to the cops. That's it. Or your wife. That's it. I'm like, he was with me. He was with me last week, man. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. She got the pictures. That's me in the picture. You know what I'm saying? I lie for that, but I ain't going to lie about this type of shit. I feel like if you lie, you either want attention or you're a coward. That's how I look at it. Don't lie about shit. This is what I said, and this is why I said when he said, what did he just say? Now I should put that back up, but he said, I said that he got moves. I said he loves the long arm, the stab, but has very few counters. I said the boy ain't got no moves. This I'm like, why you keep lying, bro? I know I ain't. This is what I was trying to pull up. So I'm like, I know I damn well I ain't say he got moves or more moves than nobody, because I said the exact opposite. The exact opposite. Boom. Because right here, he would have got a sack if he had moves. He stayed on his first move for too long. He should have countered inside as soon as. See, this is where he would have countered. This is some people who are trying to learn it, right? He should have countered here. So right after this, you see that hump. As soon as he got him up off, got his weight off the ground. Right now, he should count, because if he counters now, as soon as this tackle sets his feet right there, he should already be in his next position. But you let him set his feet before your counter, so now he can get to the counter quite easy. You know, when you go to counter inside, he's ready for it because you let him set his feet again. While he was in the air, he should have countered. Because even when you counter, you still rip through. He just held you. But had he done it while he was in the air, you had him. Get what I'm saying? I don't think I got to jump out on this one, Soul Goddess, because this one cut up. I cut this one up myself. So maybe I do, but I don't think I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I do. Boom. Look at this shit. Boom. You see that? That's hustle to the ball from the backside. You ain't see Sweat do this all year. I don't even got to show more than 2 plays a game. I ain't got to show more than 1 game, because this game right here is better than everything Sweat did versus the run all year. Even that, I said why would I put this in here if I'm cherry picking or if I'm just making up excuses for a guy? I said that his pad level when he gets tired is too high and he gets stood up. I showed this 3 times, him getting driven back. Why? Because it's things he need to work on. I'm a coach. I'm not here to glaze nobody. Boom. He stayed low on this one. I was showing the difference. So I showed here. And this is why I said I start calling things out. I show here. Boom. I show what he does when he get up too high. This is what this play, he was too high. Boom. And this is in the same game. This is in the same game. I don't cherry pick. This is now he does it right. So when you do it right, I'm gonna show that. When you do it wrong, I'm gonna show it. Boom. Boom. Get low. Boom. And then look, what does he do after he sets the edge, y'all? Find the fucking football. Don't nobody run through your gap, but he didn't finish. Now he did his right. I liked what he tried to do, but he missed the tackle. But I'm okay with that effort. Now watch what he was doing against the Eagles. They was holding all crazy too. That was wild. Boom. Here. Gets held. So you see his arm outside the shoulder pad. They both holding each other. He going to yank him down. But this is actually where Lane Johnson, you could thank him for the Eagle slide in the end of the year, because right here, Lane Johnson get hurt. Boom. Right there, when Lane Johnson hit the ground, he hurt his foot or something like that. Then, boom, he was out of the game, in and out of the game after this, in this same game. Boom. But so he the one that actually hurt Lane Johnson because he's physical as hell. Right. Now, who lined up in front of him right now? 74. Who the hell is that guy? Not in front of him on the other side. Lane Johnson was out the game after that play. So he hurt Lane Johnson. So because of his physicality. But hey, I mean, you ain't get graded for hurting people. Boom. All right. Set the edge, find the football, bruh. Set the edge, find the ball. That's what he does. I would have cried if you got me Josh Sweat. I would have been snapping and watching this. I would have snapped. Look at that. Boom. And you widen it. Now, this is setting the edge. This is how you set the edge and find the ball. Widen it out, get upfield, get rid of your guy. Now get down and boom, make the play. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. I don't know why people doing that. I don't know why you even play with me like that. Boom. That was good knockback. He knocked him back, but he ain't really. This is my point when I say he don't have a. If he just work on a counter, just a counter, he'd be dangerous as hell. Look what he did to Lane Johnson. Right there, counter right now. He doesn't do it. He waits for the set. Now he's set again. See, before he goes to counter, he lets the guy in front of him set. Once you forklift the guy, you should be on your next move right before they feet hit the ground. Before they feet hit the ground, and I teach boxers the same thing. If I knock a guy back, like with my shoulder, or if I hit you, like right here, boom. He didn't even counter. He just pushed him right into his lap. Still affected the pass. But if my guy knocking you around, if you knock a guy around, hit him before he get his balance back. Boom. But he did force that incomplete pass. Boom. Bam. Kill that tight end. Go get the ball, baby. What we talking about? Yeah, made me hype about Gary after watching that sweat shit. I said, damn, thank God. I thought that was a bad dream. You can't run, and then pay attention. You can't, if wherever he is, when they run at him, what happens? Nothing. Unless he misses you is his problem. But not that I beat the guy in front of me and get to the ball. He gonna get to the ball. You're not gonna knock him off the ball. He getting to the ball. He getting to the ball. Get what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is Grenard ain't no joke. And if I'm saying it, trust it, because why the hell would I say I watched it? But I'm gonna cut that up for y'all because y'all might not believe. Got rid of that tight end and tackled the ball too. Boom. Watch this. Here we go. Another one. He now got two tight ends blocking him off to the right. If that was Sweat over there, it's curtain calls. Boom. He ain't get off it either though. But they took two. All right, let's see what we're doing. He to the left. Boom. Get rid of the guy. Find the ball. Come on, man. You can't run over there. Don't run at him. This is all the games after Micah Parsons. Well, no, not after Micah Parsons got hurt. After he stopped getting sacks. There's a couple games after Micah Parsons got hurt too. The playoff game is in this cut. It's coming up in a second. Boom. Find the ball. There we go. Boom. He ran right past the puller. The puller ain't even want to hit him. That's how physical he is. Like, I don't even want to touch this guy. That tight end said, nah, he made a business decision. Boom. All right. So when they were saying that he gets blocked by tight ends and they say he's taking a while. What do you think he's doing right now for the guys behind him? They know that tight ends right now he don't know what's happening. He's just reading, right? But he's using the tight end because he's thinking that this might be a run play. So he's just checking it and reading. He's stacking right now. That's it. And then once he sees that this is now pass, let him go and convert to the rush. That's all he does. That's all he did. When they saying he getting blocked by tight ends, that's what they meant. That's not being blocked. That's reading. He was reading. This is reading. Everybody was reading initially because there's two plays happening. The first is a play action. You see this? They're thinking run. So everybody across the line of scrimmage and even the linebackers, instead of running forward and getting downhill, everyone is just watching and reading. Everybody. Boom. You see that? And then as soon as they see it's passed, they get into their spots. And now he the only one that converted to pass rush. And look what he did. Boom. They say that he wasn't affected. They say he didn't get no sacks. He's affecting the game. And honestly, that would have been a sack had it not got caught. They probably wouldn't have called it an interception. It would have been a fumble because he hit his hand while it was back. But he did push it forward, so I guess it still would have been a pass. Boom. See, right there, he widens out the tight. They think this is getting blocked by tight ends, or not they, Lou. Boom. This is him getting. When I love when edges do this. Micah Parsons right now, you know what he's doing? He's watching. I don't know who their running back is again, but he's watching their running back. So he's playing kind of like spill. See that? Boom. You see how Micah Parsons he didn't even come in on this play. You know why? Because their job was to take the checkdowns away from JJ McCarthy. But if you just watching and say, well, Micah Parsons didn't even get in play. No, he followed the running back. And what Gary's doing on this play is making so that Hockenson can't get deep. He can't get anywhere. So he gave the linebackers behind him time to get to their spots, to drop into their zone. We don't do that. We just get upfield and let these guys go. And then they running up the seam quick as hell. I love when teams do this because it still gives you time to get there after the fact. You see, Micah Parsons now he done let him go because he took the checkdowns away, but they're about to hit Hockenson, I think, right now. Boom. But you see what I'm saying? And still got there, but he has an assignment to do. You know what I mean? That people not paying attention to what's being called. You could tell what's being called based off of what they're actually doing consistently. This is a good stunt here. Boom. Good stunt. Coverage was tighter. He gets a sack there. I'm just looking at what he's doing. Now, I counted. We just counted 2 plays in just this game. He only had 7.5 sacks. But that one he just forced the interception, that could have been a sack. I'm talking about close sacks. The one where I told you he did everything right, but he got a B- instead of B+. Instead of an A+. That could have been a sack. We already counted like 4 plays so far in this footage that should have been sacks if he'd have done everything correctly. That play where he pushed 74 into Hurts' lap and forced the incompletion should have been a sack if he would have countered. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple of plays where he could have countered and he didn't. One in Carolina. So I counted like at least 5 to 6 plays. I said this yesterday, 5 to 6 plays where he should have had sacks. And that's just in this film. That's not even all the games. So he could have been double digits very easily. So people talking like he was just trash in pass rush is crazy because we're watching him make plays. And this is in the playoffs. He played, and dare I say it, this game by itself, except for the Tampa Bay game, Micah Parsons did go off in that. I liked him in the Tampa Bay game when we won that playoff game. Other than the one playoff game Micah Parsons won, this is better than most of the playoff games or the other playoff game that we've seen Micah Parsons in the other 2. I think he's been in 2 or 3. I don't remember. But look, see, again, this is why I say it's not getting blocked by a tight end. This is consistent. He's pressing the tight end. Boom. Oh, shit. Where did I go? All the way back here. Get to it. Watch this. So he pressing 85. Boom. He knows not run. He widens out just in case it's going to Swift on something quick. And then he pursues. So look at, and then he closes the gap real fast too. Nobody else is pass rushing either. So when I said that he was getting the type of attention that Parsons was getting after Parsons got hurt, it was because they didn't have anybody else that was rushing the passer. His job was to widen those guys out and then pursue. And he still almost got there on that one, missed. But that was a pressure. You know what I'm saying? Again, and this was quietly a good playoff performance. I didn't mind this performance in the playoffs. Boom, there go now he finally counters that long arm move. Just yank. He does push right here, pull. But he gets to it quick while he's in the middle of the push. So once you get him off his feet, see, once he gets him off balance, he's off balance. When he goes to reset and push into you, pull him, boom, done. This right here, we would have been. He probably wouldn't even be a player on our team had he successfully did this. He wouldn't be here. He probably would have got a contract extension or something. He could have argued this point to stay, right? Or something. I don't know. But I don't think he would be here if this play was successful because they would have won this game. This was a very tight game. They would have won this game had this got caught. He hits the quarterback's arm. This could have been this is what I'm saying. This should have been a sack. You know what I'm saying? This should have been a sack. Boom. Smack the back of his arm. Bam. Look what happens. Now, if this gets caught, what happens? The Packers win this game. They lost in the last minute of this game. If he caught that ball, he would have been the savior in the playoffs, and everybody would have been talking different about him. They would have been glazing him. But because that's the difference between being great, being average, and being good. Being average is you just do your job. Being good, you do that. He's good. You do that, but you don't close. You just good. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between good and great is that small. The guys who make those types of plays regularly, they're great. The guys who almost make those plays, they're inconsistent. They're just good, but he's inconsistent. But I can work with that if you put Quentin Williams, Ogbo, and Kenny Clark in between that, and you telling me all he got to deal with is tight ends and tackles, he gonna fuck you up. You can't double team him at all. Look at this. You think I'm wrong? Okay, show me. I ain't see one play from Josh Sweat that looked like this. And they talk about explosiveness. Look to your left. Watch what he do to 75. Boom. Watch what he do to 62. Get them both the fuck out of here. Bang. These is linemen. These ain't tight ends. Don't tell me you could block him with a tight end and then still gets the pressure. That's a player I can rock with. And that was an incompletion at that. You know what I'm saying? So these are plays that he's affecting in the playoffs. Multiple plays that I'm counting that he's affected in the playoffs. That was a pressure, but this is a completion. So that's why I don't like pressure stats, because you can press a guy and he can still do that to you. That was a 20-yard pass on the pressure. Boom. There's a run play. Bang. And that's what I said when I was talking about the hustle that we didn't see from Sweat closing out that gap. Like, Sweat wasn't doing that. Sweat was just jogging on the backside. Can't do that. Bam. You see how he – come on, man. Come on, man. He ain't wait for the action. He went right to the trap and clogged that shit. This is disruption. This is disruption, man. He ain't wait for the trap. Look at – come on, man. Tell me he get blocked by a tight end again. What'd he do to this tight end? He took the tight – he hit the running back with the tight end. Like, pussy. Get out of here. But he don't get the tackle on that. They're like, he ain't gonna tackle. Why did they get the tackle? Because Gary threw a tight end's body into the running back, into the backfield. Boom. They running right at him. He's the forced player on this play and makes the play. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when y'all say set the edge. This is an edge set. This is how you set an edge right here. That other shit y'all was talking about was setting an edge. This is how you set an edge. Even though he ain't make the tackle, that's how you set an edge. You know what I mean? Okay. So I say prove it with the film. Did I prove it with the film or not? I think I did. You know what I mean? I think I did. But even if you would say, for whatever reason, you don't like this guy, I'm okay with that. But you got to tell me what else you would have done. And that's all I was asking yesterday. I was saying, I want an elite pass rusher. We all agreed. They were like, they're rare. Duh. You know what I'm saying? Duh. You know what I mean? So if they're rare, where are you going to get one? You're not. So if you're not going to get one, what are you going to do? You're going to use guys like that effectively. And you're going to draft guys behind him that can come in and be situational pass rusher. You don't need a rookie to come in and be him, because you got him being him on first and second down. But on third down, that rookie can come on the field and be Harold Landry or any other situational pass rusher. Like, he could be Josh Sweat on third down and get you 12 sacks or however many sacks, 7. A rookie could do that. Mesidor could do something like that with the type of cast we got, because you got Quentin Williams is going to create A-gap pressure. I think I need you guys to see what I mean when I say this, because I don't think people understand the difference. All right. Hold on one second. I'm looking for some film for y'all, actually. I think this is my evaluation of Quentin Williams. Let me get this one out of here. Oh. Yeah, this is him on the Jets at that. Let me see. Did I call it out? No. Look for 95. He's in 3 tech right now. Watch this. You got that in the middle of the field, man. He just moving bodies. This dude like he use a crossing guard. He directed. No, that was me. I was doing that myself. I got a bird. But I'm Birdman though. Birds love me, man. I'm not even lying. I got so much footage of birds walking up to me, doing crazy shit. Hawks be coming up to me, chilling. Vultures be chilling with me. I mean, like they just come up to me. Motherfucking ravens, they come up to me. They call me Birdman for real. I'm not lying. I'll show y'all one day. Now, let's look at this. I'm gonna get this off here real quick in a second because this one is not. This is raw footage. I can't keep this up. But look at Quentin Williams in the middle of the field. Look at the confusion he causes. All three linemen had to deal with him. Then they all trying to get to their spots. He disrupted that. He touched 4 bodies on this play to get to Aaron Rodgers. That's disruption. And if you got a guy like Gary on the outside that's hustling, it's very easy to get there, get crazy with it. You know what I mean? Boom. Look at Quentin Williams, man. That's what you got. That's what you got. This is what you got, folks. This is what you got. You telling me he not gonna make Gary better? He not gonna make everybody on that front better? You're as crazy. That's what you got, folks. That's what you got. This is what we building our team around. This is what we building. We've been built it inside out. So when I say we don't need an elite edge rusher, it's because we got an elite interior guy. We need a good edge rusher, and we got that already. Do you see this? Are you seeing this shit? Are you seeing this shit? You telling me a cleanup crew ain't gonna be good with this guy? Boom. You crazy. You crazy. And then you got Kenny Clark that look crazy too. So, because I'm gonna show you, everybody was disrespecting Kenny Clark. You know why? Because they kept trying to compare Kenny Clark to Micah Parsons. Don't compare him to Micah Parsons. Just look at what he's doing on the film. That's all. All you gotta do. Let me see if I got something. Let's see Kenny Clark. I don't know if I got Kenny Clark shit right here. Boom, boom. What's this? What's up, folks? Welcome back. We all know why I'm here, man. A lot of people have been talking about the C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That was Murray shit right there. Hold on a second. I'll do it real quick and then we gonna stop. I'm gonna stop showing shit. Run defense versus the Vikings. Let's just look at that. I don't care. Why not? I think Kenny Clark was getting Quentin Williams was getting beat up in this game, though, I think. Let's see. So this is a 5-man front. There's a rock over there. Boom. Now look, that's Kenny Clark in the middle of the Kenny Clark in the middle of the field, number 95. Now look, him and Clowney already won. Boom. Look at that shit. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? We ain't had that in a nose tackle in a long time. You got him and Quentin Williams in the middle of your field, man. Are you looking at what's happening here? Do you see what he did to this grown-ass man? One-on-one. If you got 5 men up front, the reason I like the 5-man front is because look across the board. First off, look at your linebackers right now. They're not being touched, okay? All right. Everybody else, the guys that's one-on-one, Clowney and Clark, you got to win. Ezraku is double-teamed, Quentin Williams is double-teamed, and Osa is double-teamed. There is no one left unless they see they're reading those linebackers so they can reach block them, right? Quentin Williams is shading the inside of his assignment so that Demo is free. If Demo decides to take an inside move on his way to the ball, then that guy's gonna peel off and block Demo. If Demo stays in the gap that he's in, then the guy that's the left of Ezraku is gonna take Demo. But they're just watching. Both of those guys are watching their gap. So the I think that's the guard or the left guard is watching the A gap. So if Demo jumps the A gap, the left guard taking him. If Demo jumps the B gap, I think that's that tight end. That tight end that's on Ezraku, that second guy is going to take him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the guys who are one-on-one, their job is just to win, and they going to win. Both of them won just as fast and got to the ball. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. Now, we did look crazy in this game, so don't quote me on every play, but it was most of it was Osa. I ain't gonna lie. Boom. There go Kenny Clark again, disrupting the backfield. You telling me What's his name? Ain't gonna look good in this with him. Gary. Come on, man. There go Quentin Williams right here. Boom. Ah, look at that nastiness. This time, so watch what happens here. This time, Kenny, they push Kenny out of there, but who got the one-on-one this time? So they double teaming Kenny, right? But who got the one-on-one this time? Quentin. Damn, what the hell? Here we go. Quentin got one-on. Well, actually, they did double Quentin. They hit him second. But Morris and Quentin were free. They got to make the play, and they did. Morris is on the outside. This is Morris playing outside linebacker too, folks. For those who want to take a look at that, to the left, as Araku with his hand down, Houston hand down. Now they in like a 4-3 look. They shifted at the last second into a 4-3 concept. But look, if you ever one-on-one with Quentin Williams, he's gonna beat you. Boom, he won. He won. He ate. Do you understand? 5-man front again. Let's see what happened here. Boom. They doubled Quentin and they doubled Casey. Osa has won because he was singled up. Osa got there. Kenneth Murray, nobody touched Kenneth Murray. You know why? Because those two guys right there. Look at this. You see these two? This is actually Solomon Thomas and Kenny Clark. Quentin ain't even on the field. Why Solomon Thomas and Kenny Clark? All three of those linemen, they never get to the second level. All right, Osa won because of that, and so did Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray make the tackle there. They be like, that's Kenneth Murray making tackles? Uh-oh. Here we go again. This is Quentin on 78. He doubled. Boom. Ezaraku was free because of that. Do you get how he's making everybody better? Watch this. Here we go again. Nobody really can deal with Ezaraku on this play because of what? Boom. Done. All right. I proved my point with that. Wanted to show y'all some of that. But the addition of Quentin Williams just makes this team totally different, man. All right. It's 12:30. Y'all already know I've been here for a long ass time. I'm gonna read some of y'all stuff, then I'm getting out of here. Appreciate y'all today. This was a good one, man. It was a good one. I had fun today. I'm tired though, but I had fun. All right, let me see what you're saying. Hey, Okoye, I guess they wanted Sweat to be situational pass rusher. We don't need a situational guy, bro. He said, you got birds, bro. I said something about that already. He said, what's up, fam? At Okoye, late getting in here. I'll rewatch after the live. Yeah, you're going to have fun with this one. This was a good one. He said, Birdman in my Shaq voice. I like Allen, but I was wondering if Bain would be better overall out than Allen by the time he's ready. Clark might be moving on. Maybe, but I think that we need a linebacker more than we need an edge at this point. We got edges where we got enough to win. We need a better one. We need somebody that's going to develop. But I would say you go out and grab an edge and maybe 20, and then your linebacker at 12. That's what I would do. Unless you see a corner like Mansour Delane. If Mansour Delane is there, they said they don't want no more red shirts. So if Mansour Delane is there, you're going to take him at 12. If he isn't, you take the best linebacker that's rated in the top 10 or top 15. Okoye, look up how many first-round edges came out since 2020 and got 8+ sacks out of the gate. You would be shocked. Not many. I don't think. Not many. They take a second. He said, I take Bain over Allen, too. I'm thinking C.J. Allen is more in the 20 range. Bain is only going to be available at 12. Good point. And if you told me that you got C.J. Allen and Bain in the first round, I don't care which pick they were. So you got a point. You know what I mean? All right. Got to go back to getting vets and developing through the draft. That's what we did this year. We got vets everywhere. We draft well and didn't develop anybody in years. You don't develop guys when you got all young guys that's homegrown on your team. Then you're going to only learn the bad habits that all your guys who you just developed have. And we were developing like that for a minute. When we had Byron Jones, we had Jalen Smith, we had LVE, Tyrone Crawford, you know what I mean, D-Law. It was all those guys on the team. These are leaders in the locker room too, and they all only been here. They only know. You only know what you know. Your environment is what it is. So they can't teach you nothing they never learned. They can't. Now D-Law could come back and teach you how to prepare for a Super Bowl. He couldn't do that before. No matter how much impact he had voice-wise, he didn't know nothing to tell you nothing. What are you going to tell you? He don't know shit. Honestly, yeah, middle linebacker is great to need right now. Oh, y'all going back and forth about that. I ain't even going to answer those because they're not questions for me. But good. Koya said my point. He said, great show. Been here the whole time. Yo, I'm tired now, though. I really do appreciate y'all, though. But I'm tired. Like I said, I've been going since 6 o'clock, and I'm about to get off here. I see a gnat. Let me kill it. Oh, no, that's a piece of hair. It's gone. All right. But yeah, let me get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. But listen, in closing, man, just realize got no beef with the young bull. I just don't like playing because people come to us for real information. So give out real information, good, bad, or ugly. Just give it out. And if it's wrong, be able to just be accountable for it, say you're wrong. You know what I mean? That's it. But I wouldn't take no directions from Main Man if he had a GPS in his hand. And I don't want to do no more content with him. I'm not even gonna lie. Because you lied and you wasted my time today. I'm tired. And I jumped up thinking that this was going to be something fun. You know what I mean? And you lied. So I don't want to do, you won't see me doing no more contact with the ball. But boss all day, that's my guy. But Lou, we done. All right. See y'all. Peace.